the center. If safe to do so, exhale slowly to the opposite side. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. This message is brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
WKGN 1340. Go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock on a pouring rain Thursday afternoon. I feel like we are picking up where we left off yesterday. Chase Brown brought the showers back with him.
I did.
I love this kind of weather.
I love me a good late summer shower.
Yeah. Good thunderstorm.
All right, well, we start off the show today. We are on commitment watch here this afternoon. Got a big one about to pop, and I don't know which way this one's going to go. Usually a commitment is about to happen. You kind of know who he's going to go for, but we don't know right now. Salisi Moa is the name. Salisi Moa is an athlete, not an athlete, an athlete from Ogden, Utah. He is a consensus 4-star on all the recruiting sites and a consensus top 50 prospect nationally. This kid can really play. He's from out in Utah, 6'2", 175, can play a variety of positions. Believe Tennessee is looking at him as a receiver. And he is set to choose between Tennessee and Utah right now. Yeah, so there's a press conference. There's a press conference happening somewhere in Utah.
Jace? Okay.
Jace Brown is on the case for us. News breaks out. We'll break in. But right now there's a press conference happening somewhere in Utah, and I'm imagining there's like hats in front of on the table, and he's going to get up there and thank God and his mama and everybody else. And this could drag on for 15 minutes, as these things often do. But we've got our eyes on the situation.
Now I'm on pins and needles.
A player Bear didn't even know existed half an hour ago now is about to determine the rest of his day, how the rest of his day goes.
I found out about this kid probably at the same time 98% of Vol fans did, which was whenever his name popped up on social media.
Half an hour ago?
Yeah.
Early this morning. Well, those of us who follow it,
When did you first hear about this kid?
Oh, months ago. Tennessee's been recruiting him for a while.
Huh. I just don't follow it like I used to, man.
I know. Neither do I. I mean, I used to be all about it.
Oh, yeah.
I follow when there start to be rumblings, and I'll follow like the local kids and stuff like that. But I mean, it's definitely taken a lot of, between the early signing period, the transfer portal, the NIL and all that stuff. It has taken a lot of the fun, a lot of the soul, and a lot of the joy out of following recruiting in college football.
I'll tell you, surprisingly, it went out for me a lot earlier than that. It was, remember when it was Charlie Garner when he was at Auburn? How many players?
Rodney Garner?
Rodney Garner. What did I say? Charlie Garner?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Rodney Garner at Auburn. How many recruits did he flip on like signing day on us?
Oh, a bunch of them.
Defensive linemen.
A bunch of them. Yeah. I mean, he was good, and he's still good.
He's just doing it for us now.
All right, Jace, you're going to monitor this thing for us? All right, we're going to move along. We're not going to sit here and wait all day on this. If news break, you go ahead and do the Trey Wallace, like start
just
spasming wildly and yelling, and we'll go to the breaking news desk, okay?
We'll do.
If he chooses Utah, I don't want to – well, just let us know one way or the other.
Okay.
All right.
It'll be breaking regardless.
All right, Bear, practice number 2 is in the books. Let's go ahead and hit up the Rocky Top report this afternoon, brought to you by the Kregner Group.
It's time for the Rocky Top Report, brought to you by the Kregner Group.
Day 2 of Boo Watch. Boo. Back in it.
Get his helmet yet?
No helmet. Yeah, I don't think he's going to have a helmet for a while. I think you got to earn your helmet.
Helmet's got a T on the side of it.
Remember how Butch Jones would make them earn the black stripe, or they would start with the black stripe.
Yeah, and they had the orange.
Yeah.
Earn the orange.
Butch Jones is
or have the stripe removed. The black. I can't remember some.
Yeah, you had the black stripe removed.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the rookie in NASCAR has the yellow tape.
They don't really have that anymore.
They don't.
No.
They should. I like that. So Boo Carter, nothing really changing there. At practice, present, no helmet. Do we have information?
We
do we
do.
need to go to the fan run breaking news? All right,
We do.
During the Rocky Top
lower
report.
the Rocky Top Report music, and let's go to the fan run breaking news desk.
Four-star Celeste Moa commits to Tennessee.
Let's go.
Salisi-Moa.
Head to toe in orange.
I want Moa.
That kid's got a lot of hair.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'll be honest. I'm surprised, man. I thought he was going to Utah. I guess we got to hold on to him now for a couple months, but another big one for Josh Heupel, consensus 4-star, top 50 player in America.
Did you got one of you guys say he was a number 2 wide receiver?
Yes.
He's listed as an athlete.
Or number 2 athlete. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number
So-
2 athlete in the
Yeah.
country.
I think we've got a couple of those guys. Joel Wyatt.
Yep.
We've got 2 of those guys who are top 50, national athletes that can play at a variety of positions.
That's the other
Speed
thing.
kills.
Yeah, I was going to say that was the other thing. We were talking about how what Chavis liked to do back in the old days and moving guys around, but I feel like we recruited a lot more athletes back then too, and just brought them in and figured out where their
Let's
best
go.
position
All
was.
right. Very exciting way to start the show with good news for the Big Orange. It's enough to make you not really care that Boo Carter can't get his helmet.
He will. He just got to earn it back,
You got
man.
to earn that helmet.
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
act like you want to be a part of it.
Hey, Salisi-Moa is coming to take your job, Boo. You got to act like you want it. You got to want it, Boo.
I mean, it is a privilege to get to play here.
That's a good point. It is a privilege to wear the orange and white, a privilege that one Salisi-Moa will soon enjoy. Other news from practice today, we had more quarterback news. Joey Aguilar strikes back. This thing is not over, according to Ryan Shumpert of Rocky Top Insider, who will join us in about 12 minutes on the show. Aguilar today, in the portion that the media was able to see, completed 16 of 17 passes to 13 of 18 for Merklinger.
That's they're both.
So those numbers kind of flipped from what they were yesterday.
Yeah, but it's not like Merck fell off. I mean, 13 to 18 is not.
No,
I mean, it's
not
not 16
bad,
to
yeah.
17, but sounds like we've got a pretty good competition going. Is there any news about McIntyre, or is it just
He was 13 of 15.
it's efficient too?
From what I read, there was a lot of throwing to backs out of the backfield. This stuff, I don't even think it's defended, so it's just, I don't know how much these numbers are worth. I'm just telling you what our boy Shump said.
He did say all the reps were on air today.
I mean, still the timing's got to be there.
I mean,
You got to be accurate.
if we were playing on air, if we could play against air
Joe
every
Milton
week,
won the Heisman Trophy
yeah, we'd be
3 times.
killing it. But we're not playing against air. We're playing against Syracuse coming up here in about 4 weeks.
Are they any good? Have you done a scout yet?
I mean, they were good last year, but they lost everybody,
Yeah.
including their quarterback.
I was looking at one of their media polls from their ACC media days. They're projected like 12th in the conference or something.
In the ACC?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't. Not terribly concerned. I mean, they went 10-3 last year. 9-3 and won a bowl game. But yeah, they lost. Who was the McCord, the kid from Ohio
Kyle
State?
McCord, yeah.
They thought he was going to come back, and then he just stayed in the draft. So now, they got Steven Peanut Butter and Jelly.
Oh, the guy that we kind of
Sniffed around, kicked the tires on a little bit.
We were kind of warming up to it.
Yeah.
We didn't immediately dismiss it out of hand.
According to Lindy's, they only have one starter returning on offense and 3 returning on defense.
It kind of makes it hard to scout, doesn't it?
Yeah. From a personnel standpoint, I guess you're just looking at schemes and
Looking
things
at
of that
film
nature.
from where they were last year.
Final note today, Tennessee veteran defensive lineman Bryson Eason named to the 2025 All-State Werfel Trophy watch list. It is
Werfel.
watch list season.
Is it Daniel Werfel?
Do you know any others?
No.
Yeah, he's one of 116 nominees for this year's award, which recognizes college football players from across the FBS who exemplify community service, academic excellence, and athletic achievement.
Part of me wouldn't want to win it as a Tennessee guy just because it's got Werfel's name on it.
I'll never understand how one of the most corrupt, arrogant, hostile, criminal programs in college football history had not one but 2 of the best people,
human
beings to play for them in Werfel and Tebow. Like that just does not make any sense.
Guys, don't just talk the talk; they walk the walk.
Yeah,
their faith and
we've had some real angels come through our program. We haven't had anybody like that. We've had some real good dudes, man, but nobody that was just the face of it's like Jesus and shoulder pads. I mean, they had 2 of them.
No.
Who was our most angelic athlete? Like Jeff Hall, the kicker?
Witten, maybe?
I like Witten. I don't remember him beating the Bible up there or anything, beating the homeless.
Yeah, I can't really think of any off the top of my.
I'm sure there have been a lot of them, but nobody on like that level.
Jemai. I mean, he didn't play football, but
I don't know, man. Again.
Oh yeah, he raised like $50,000 for the food bank last year. Look at those stats. His community stats.
I mean, part of it was like they were great players too. You know, they would Werfel win a Heisman? They both won Heisman.
Yeah,
both won
won
national
Heisman.
championships. Were the star quarterbacks on the best team in college football.
Both had cups of coffee in the NFL.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, didn't really pan out.
They're great college quarterbacks. T. Martin, great college quarterback.
Yep.
Casey Clausen.
Yep. Dobbs.
Andy Kelly. Josh Dobbs.
I like those, man.
I got one. You might come through the glass after me.
Hendon Hooker.
Heath Schuler.
I maintain that Schuler, if he hadn't had like the horrible foot injury that basically derailed it, like he was just in a lot of bad spots. But yeah, I mean, he was obviously a much more decorated college career than professional.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations to Bryson Easton. I hope he goes and wins that thing. Rick Barnes there having an open practice as we speak on campus, and we'll play you some audio from what he had to say earlier. Nothing major, just talking about his roster and I guess the Ament thing. Like, people are worried about Nate Ament's status. Yeah, Barnes again today said, look, if we had to play this weekend, he would play. But
I mean, that's what I've consistently heard. So
yeah, he's like, we just want to make sure that we give him some time and let him heal up.
But
What's are
maybe-
you thinking, or are you looking at are you trying to find it?
I'm trying to find the name so I can, be 100%.
So you can forget it?
No.
All right. Stay with us. 865-966-3435, your number to call or text to the show this afternoon. Bednar.
Bill Bednar?
David Bednar.
That's it. David Bednar.
Bill Bednar. David Bednar, the closer for the Pirates. It
wasn't the Pirate I was looking for. It's still a couple years off.
All right. Stay with us. The drive continues. Ryan Shumpert, Rocky Top Insider. We'll talk all things Tennessee football practice next.
The Drive.
For the fans, by the fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Hey Knoxville, Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Where are the best ribs in the Volunteer State? Rickard Ridge. Who has the best barbecue catering packages in East Tennessee? Rickard Ridge. And where's the most beautiful setting to enjoy a meal with family and friends? Rickard Ridge. Rickard Ridge Barbecue. Just a quick ride up I-75, take exit 134, hang a right, and Rickard Ridge is on your left, just inside Cove Lake State Park.
Sick of Googling the best bets for tonight and coming up short? Tap into the slate presented by VIP Play, East Tennessee's only on-air gambling show. I'm William Pattison, and every weekday from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm giving you sharp analysis, trends, and picks for college football, the NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. If it's on the books, we've got you covered. It's the slate presented by VIP Play, weekdays at 6 on Fan Run Radio.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Costa at Knoxville Smiles. Here at Knoxville Smiles, we're all about making it easier for you to see the dentist. That's why we're now open until 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If going to the dentist in the morning or during normal business hours doesn't fit your busy schedule, come see us a little later. Call 865-539-1776 to schedule your appointment, or just visit us online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Good afternoon. Traffic's building through downtown Knoxville, dodging some rain showers out here in parts of East Tennessee this afternoon. Give yourself extra time. It's been slow. 75 south at the Carroll exit there in Campbell County, and 75 south also was a little bit slow in parts of Anderson County on some earlier problems. Fostering Hope 2025 Galas coming up this Saturday at the Bridgewater Event Center in Knoxville. Learn how you can help the foster kids of East Tennessee. Log on to fosteringhope.tn.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Back here on the Drive, Fan Run Radio. Who's your new closer, Bear?
David Bednar.
Oh! I'm stunned. Would have lost that bet. Did you just write it down?
Nope.
Right in front of you. Did he write it on his hand, Jace?
He did not, no.
All right, let's get Ryan Shumpert, Rocky Top Insider, in here with us this afternoon. Shump, what's going on?
Not much, fellas. How you guys doing?
Hey, we're doing all right. Just talking a little Tennessee football. Vols get a big commitment just moments ago from Salisi Moa out in Utah. So that's two big commitments in a week. A lot of people have been talking this summer and soft season, like, is Josh Heupel recruiting at a high enough clip to continue to elevate his program? And if this week is any indication, don't count out Josh Heupel just yet.
For sure, and it seems like some positive buzz on some other big-time targets too. So, I think Joel Wyatt was obviously a big one to get, a really good player. But, Salesimo, it feels different. It's a little bit different, mainly there are other big-name schools after Wyatt, but it's a little bit different being out at Vanderbilt for an in-state kid than going out to Utah and landing a fringe 5-star prospect and one that, I think everybody thought Tennessee was in it, but nobody, I don't think, thought Tennessee was the favorite either going into the commitment. So it's just a big-time recruiting win, and seems like it might not be the last of this. Before the season starts, I was going to say it this month, but it'll be August before somebody's next decisions come out.
Yeah, good way to close out the month of July for Tennessee fans. And practice underway. Ryan, you've had a chance to see the Vols up close and personal. What stands out to you through 2 days of watching the Vols just go through their paces, no shoulder pads, tackling drills, or anything like that yet?
Yeah, I think it's these first couple of days, it's always the physicality of guys, who looks different. And I just think as a whole as a team, like they are higher clip of blue chip recruits than they've been at any time under Josh Heupel. And to me, it kind of looks that way. They're a more young team, but they continue to look more and more like what you'd expect a high-level SEC team to look like. So there's a number of guys that I feel like have looked good. Travis Smith, true freshman, looks fantastic. Caleb Beasley, I was a little skeptical about, him moving to safety and him potentially being a starter at safety just because of how really skinny he was when he came in as a corner last year, but he's put on a bunch of weight. He looks good. So it's a lot of that, obviously, tracking stuff, the little bit we see with the quarterbacks. But more than anything, it's just been guys getting back and kind of seeing what the offseason work has yielded.
You mentioned the quarterbacks there, and everybody has their thoughts on how this is going to play out. The conventional wisdom seems to be that Joey Aguilar might have the inside track to eventually becoming the starter here. But you've been tracking these numbers, and again, this is just the portions that you guys are able to see and with the media there. And but we'll take any sort of data we can get on this thing, I guess, Ryan. It seems like through the first 2 days, Merklinger and Aguilar pretty even, at least when it comes to throwing accuracy.
Yeah, I would say so. Again, I think that's where the numbers can lie a little bit. Yesterday, Aguilar's numbers aren't great. 3 really bad drops. And there was 1 bad drop today from Merklinger, but more than anything, I'd say Merklinger was just inaccurate on more throws today, of more of his incompletions than Aguilar was yesterday. Now, those throws were more down the field, some rollouts, some deep out routes, where some of the stuff yesterday was a lot more underneath. So it's one of those things, the numbers are good. That's the reason I'm tracking it. I'm trying to track as much as I can of what we see. But they don't always tell the whole story. And that's even coming from someone and myself who is pretty high on Merklinger, or at least is giving him more of a chance to be Tennessee's quarterback this year than, like you said, the conventional wisdom and what I think the notion has been.
Ryan Shumpert, RockyTopInsider.com, with us here this afternoon. Of course, Ryan, the other big storyline we're all following through camp so far, the Boo Carter saga. He makes it back to Knoxville. He's there. He's at practice. Doesn't have his helmet. There's obviously some hoops he's going to have to jump through here the next couple of weeks to get back on the team. Do you think that's trending in the right direction through 2 days, or is it still too early to say?
Yeah, I think it's definitely trending in the right direction. I mean, at this point that he's back and seems to have committed himself to doing what it takes to get back on the team, I would be surprised if he's not, playing for Tennessee this fall. I don't know if that necessarily means that, it wouldn't shock me if he's not out there game 1 against Syracuse or as a limited role early in the season. But I think it's trending towards him being on the team. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the time frame of all this looks like, and when we see him get out at practice, and when he does start practicing and when he does start playing, how much they kind of limit him at the start.
Well, and also, what's his role? We going into the offseason, Boo's going to play offense. He's going to play two ways, and you can't help but wonder. I was always skeptical about that anyway. We hear that a lot, it feels like, through the years. And now with this disciplinary thing that he's going through, do you think that's still part of the plan to let him play some on offense, or do you think that you might just have to be content to see him on the defensive side of the ball, just growing in the role that he was establishing last year?
I would tend to agree with that more. I have a hard time thinking we're going to see him on offense, especially early in the season. And then it's one of those things, if the guys at slot, if Braylon Staley's playing well and is producing, then I don't think you're going to see them make any move to Boo Carter or be looking to get him opportunities. Now, if the offense struggles, if the passing attack is not good and they don't have guys that at receiver that can get out in space and make plays, then maybe later in the year you do see Boo get some shots. But I'm with you. I do not expect to see him do much offensively, at least here from the jump this season, and we'll see what happens in time. But when it comes to him having the ball in his hands, punt returner is really the only thing I think we're going to see too much of, at least here in the early going.
Yeah, I just figured his plate's going to be so full just trying to do what he needs to do to get back on the team with full privileges, get his helmet back before we even talk about him going to
got to get your helmet. Can't play football without a helmet. I mean,
that's wild.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're talking about needing some leeway to be able to play offense too, and certainly he's not done anything to earn that. So I think when we see it, or if we see it, if and when, it will be more out of necessity than anything else.
Hey, Ryan, what's going on with Brazel? That was kind of a surprise that he's absent yesterday and then apparently again today. A lot of people looking at him as a guy that needs to make a big jump from what we saw last season.
Yeah, I know it's an injury, but I don't know a whole lot else about it. I don't have a ton of details or what the expectation for when he's going to be back is. But no, you're right. I mean, it's already a youth movement at receiver. It feels like for Tennessee this season, and Brazel's the one guy back. He's the one veteran. He's the one guy that's got a lot of playing experience, and now he's not out there to jump. So it just, I think, expedites that. Travis Smith and Rodarius Jackson, I would say, the guys that could really take this opportunity and run with it. So we'll see when we talk to Kelsey Pope or Josh Heupel or Joey Halsey for the next time, if they have any sort of update. And then just between now and then, if we see him out on the practice field,
I think, to my naked eye, that Travis Smith and Rodarius Jackson look like fantastic prospects at wide receiver. So, I mean, this has got to be a tremendous opportunity for those guys to get reps with Brazel out and with Boo not part of the equation right now. And Ryan, unlike years past where you do have some depth there, like, they're going to have to play the true freshman. I don't think this is going to be a thing like Mike Matthews last year where he was just sort of buried but behind the starters and then guys that were behind them. Like, I think they're going to have to play early in the season, and they certainly look the part.
Yeah, at least one of them, right? Like, there's probably a world where if the rotation is small, that they don't both play a bunch. I'm sure early in the season they'll both get opportunities just from nature of the schedule. But no, you're right. They both look the part. Travis Smith especially. It's just looking at him and watching him run out there. It's easy to see why Georgia and Auburn and Tennessee was fighting hard to hold off some big dogs in the SEC to get them to campus. So they both look good, and again, it's opportunity. It's not like even Mike Matthews. I like everybody. I think I'm penciling him into a starting spot, but it's not like he's proven a ton either. It's not like Chris Brazel, who is the returning guy. It's not like he was highly productive last year. There's opportunities abound at receiver. And just by nature of the roster, I think Josh Heupel is going to have to be more inclined to play young guys this season. And because of that, I think it just gives all the more opportunities. And, they're always in the competition. There's always going to be a buzzword. They're always going to say that. I think it's all the more so, and they're going to be more inclined to give those young guys chances.
Hey, Ryan, I think fans were excited to see that Jermon McCoy has been a part of the team. And I believe he's even been seen, out on the field and maybe even doing some straight ahead running and stuff, though certainly not participating in team drills and contact and things of that nature. So that's hopeful. But when I listen to Heupel speak yesterday, today, and sort of listen between the lines, it doesn't seem like he is close to really being able to cut it loose. What are your thoughts on the timetable for Tennessee's All-American cornerback getting back with the team?
Yeah, I think I would agree with what you said. Heupel is the same guy that, I think a lot of times he can know someone's out for the season. He'll tell you he might play next week. So for the comments that he had earlier this week that were not super dismissive, but he didn't make it sound like, oh, he's getting real close either. I thought that was telling. So I don't really expect to see him start the season or real early in the year. I think time will tell, but that's kind of always been the X factor, just because the everything goes well time frame would have been him getting back right for the start of the season, and that's everything going really well. So you knew you weren't going to get a ton of updates from Heupel on it or anyone at Tennessee, which I think kind of led to it not being as big of a discussion as Buchard or the quarterbacks or some of these other major talking points as fall camp begins. But that's certainly a really important one, and it's still uncertain. But again, I don't think it was an overly optimistic update from Heupel.
Ryan Shumpert, RockyTopInsider.com, our guest this afternoon on the show. Ryan, do you think Tennessee's offensive line will be better, the same, worse than they were last year? What say you?
I would say I'm leaning towards better, but I think I would say probably near what they were. I do think I'm buying Lance Hertzstock. I think he's going to be a lot better than he was a season ago for Tennessee. So that's just a big piece of it, to have, if he could take a step forward, Tennessee will have at least one offensive tackle that's a lot better than what they had last season. And I think the thing that made me hesitant is some of the interior offensive line play, and certainly Cooper Mays, I think, is a big loss. But, Spraggins had his worst year last year. It wasn't like Carriage was great. So while there's some question marks in the interior, I don't think Tennessee's going to take a huge step back there. I think center is the question. If they were going to take a huge step back somewhere, it would be center. And then David Sanders, I think, is the unknown. He's a really talented guy. I think everybody believes he's going to be a really good player in time. It's hard to play offensive tackle as a true freshman in the SEC. I mean, Caden Proctor, I would guess, I haven't looked at a bunch of draft boards. I would guess with a solid year this year, he'll go in the top 10, 15 picks of the NFL draft next spring. His true freshman year, he was basically a disaster starting for the first half of the year. So no matter how talented you are, no matter how big of a recruit you are, there's no guarantee that it's going to be a smooth transition. So he's kind of an X factor, and center's kind of an X factor. But if they can just be solid at those two spots, then I think they will be better.
All right. Anything else that stands out to you through the first two practices of training camp for Tennessee?
I don't think a ton. I think the tight end room, and again, I'm not sure how much this comes into play this year. I thought the freshmen, Jack Van Dorselaer and Deshaun Brame, have looked really good. Have looked for freshmen really physically put together. You want to know about what their mindset is blocking wise, because so many high school or prep tight end recruits are just playing receiver in high school. So how did they adjust to that? But they're physically bigger than I expected them to be, or sometimes some of those guys are. So that's been an interesting one early on. And then the other one I'll just say is Jordan Burns, who I think is very much in that conversation to be Tennessee's fourth linebacker. He looks like a completely different guy. I mean, he was really slim last year and kind of played as a third down backer in obvious passing situations. He looks much bigger. So again, he's not going to be one of the top guys. I don't think he's going to be one of the top three guys, but he could sneak into the two deep and earn a bigger role. And he's a guy I think had a really good offseason.
It's really impressive to me, the depth that Tim Banks has been able to cultivate all across that defense. You talk about Burns and Spillman behind Thielander and Arian Carter. And like even back in the secondary, Ryan, we talk about Boo's situation, McCoy perhaps not being available to start the season. And the first 2 years of Heupel, that would have been cause for disaster. Now you've got Colton Hood, you've got Jalen McMurray, you've got some other guys. I'm not saying that they don't need Boo and McCoy back ASAP, but you could see them being able to piece together a fine secondary until those guys are back.
For sure. And that's something Chase and I were talking about yesterday, where you maybe don't feel the panic about the Drummond situation because Tennessee went out and got Colton Hood, and Ricky Gibson was good last year as a first-year starter. Jalen McMurray was good as the third corner. It's very much more the concern is not what they will be without him. It's just the fact that he's an All-American type guy, and he's a guy that can change your defense when he's out there. So it is really important that Tennessee gets him back because of that, because of how good he is. But it's not like they're just bare on options behind him, and like the floor is going to fall out of that group because he's not out there. Because they do have other talented guys and guys that have played at least a good level or have been productive playing a high level of college football.
Ryan, last thing, we'll let you out of here, my man. I know you are at basketball practice today, and Rick Barnes meeting with the media, letting the scribes watch a little bit of practice over there. What did you learn?
Yeah, I'm over here right now. They're getting after it. Yeah, I mean, just seeing the Nate Ament stuff, it's what we had heard, what we've been told, that he's doing a lot of shooting drills, working off to the side, but just taking it precautious. He's not doing anything with the team. And a lot of guys banged up. Cade Phillips in the same situation, Troy Henderson in the same situation. But J.P. Estrella continues to do more and more. I think his recovery's been really good, and I'm pretty bullish on this front court. So if they can figure out a two-guard spot, have some guys emerge there, I think this is going to be a really, really good team because Jacoby Gillespie's really good. Nate Ament has, I think, from my perspective, only heightened the hype around him this summer, and this front court, I think, has the potential to be the best of Rick's tenure.
Oh, man. We'll be tipping it off against Duke in the Tommy Bowl before you know it, Shump. Football season on the way, big basketball season, and I'm sure we'll talk some baseball with you eventually. Are you going to be up at Bristol for the game up there with Tony V?
No, I'm not going to be, but I'm going to have to tune in. It looks a lot better, a baseball field on the track than the football field did. So I'm curious to see what it looks like when they're actually out there playing.
Yeah, I mean that's what I thought, Ryan. That it's suited a lot better for baseball.
Yeah, the football thing, and it was cool and all. It just looked so awkward, and like the teams walking out. It honestly was kind of natural for Virginia Tech, who I think has a super long walk to their run out. But it just had a weird vibe for football, and it was a cool one-time thing. But I didn't leave feeling like they need to do it again, and we'll see how I feel after the weekend. But just the pictures and stuff, I think it's going to be a lot cooler, a lot more natural experience in playing surface.
I do remember one thing about the walkout for Tennessee that year.
Shout out Darrell Taylor, the young Darrell Taylor.
Darrell Taylor writing his name into Tennessee football lore.
I mean, college football at that.
Yeah, really. A good 2 or really probably 3 years before he became like a legit all SEC type guy and turned himself into an NFL guy. He had done enough there just that day to be remembered, and then he turned into a pretty darn good player in the meantime.
WGWTFA.
That's exactly right.
And I know he's had a nice career. The only thing I remember him for on the NFL though is that play where didn't he run off the sideline?
Yes,
randomly
celebrate an interception, realized the play was still going on, and started blocking.
You remember that? There was an interception being run back, and Taylor just runs out onto the field during the play.
You got to bring that up, and I mean, got a little
bit. He didn't get penalized for it.
He's a knucklehead.
He didn't get penalized for it. He played it off perfectly. He just went out there and started blocking when he realized the play was still going on. Looked like he belonged out there. None of the officials noticed.
Were either of you that surprised that Taylor would do something like that?
No, he's excited.
Yeah, I don't remember him engaging in any foolishness here at Tennessee. He was a fine young man, as I recall. All right, Ryan, always appreciate it, my friend. Thank you for jumping on with us. Enjoy I was going to say holiday weekend. It's a holiday tonight. Football is back. Enjoy a little bit of the Hall of Fame game, and we'll talk to you soon, brother.
Sounds good. To be Hendon Hooker hopefully getting a little bit of action. So some ball ties to that Hall of Fame game this year.
Thanks, Shump.
All right, see you guys.
Ryan Shumpert, RockyTopInsider.com, where you can find his work. Rising star in our industry. Does a fantastic job covering all the sports over there. Basketball, baseball, football, the man does it all.
Barnes apparently likes cracking on him and our boy, Butler. keeping them on their toes.
I think Barnes likes cracking on everybody.
You just say he's just a kind of a buster.
I mean, if we could develop a relationship with him like we have with Vitello, I'd love to hear him giving it to you, big boy.
Like to hear him giving it to you.
You would melt down. You would turn on Rick Barnes. He's so mean to me.
I don't think I'd say that. I'm more likely to come back at him. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And then what would you say to Rick Barnes? How would you break his balls?
Old. No.
You're so old. You're old.
Might reference a Final Four.
Oh, no. Why'd you keep Grant on the bench at overtime against Purdue, old man? Old man Barnes.
Yeah.
Then, like, he would get IRL mad, quit, and quit. He would resign as coach because he doesn't need this. And then we would be hated and reviled by Vol Nation for running off the Hall of Fame coach.
Probably.
Because you can't handle a good-natured ribbing. Now that I think about it and play this out in real time, it's probably best that we don't have the relationship with him that we have with Tony Vitello.
Vitello's he's more like he's
your pet though. Like he'll crack on you and just be like, "Oh, you're right, coach. I'm the big dumb idiot. I don't know."
I don't think he's ever busted on me.
I don't think he has either.
You lied to him and pawned off one of your idiotic takes as mine.
It's not true.
And got him to turn on. Tried to turn him against me. It was terrible.
He busts on me more. All right, stay with us. The drive continues. Open up the phone lines here, 865-966-3435. Your number to call or text the show on a rainy Thursday, 966-3435. Back with more right after this.
The Drive.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Hello, is Tina there?
Who's this?
Yeah, this is Vince from the hit reality show Wives Don't Tell. Tina applied for our show to confess that her husband won't go to the doctor to get his erectile dysfunction checked. She said she's ready for a guy that can bring the heat.
All right, what the hell is going on? You know you're talking to her husband right now? Tina!
Well, she wrote the application that her man's performance is questionable. She's basically married to a coffee table. She also said, we live within driving distance to Men's Pro Knoxville, but he's too scared to get a blood test.
Oh my, she is done. She is so done.
Gotcha, Mike. It's nephew Tommy. Ain't no reality show. It's a prank. Men's Pro Knoxville is the real deal, fellas. Local experts, test results in minutes. Call 865-544-8220 or hit men'sproKnoxville.com before your lady books a new co-star. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Are you tired of trying to squeeze your dental appointments in on your lunch break or before you go to work? Here at Knoxville Smiles, we're all about making going to the dentist easier. That's why we're now open until 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. To take advantage of our new evening hours, make your appointment now at knoxvillesmiles.com or just call us at 865-539-1776. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
We make it easy to save money. Get access to thousands of discounts on shopping, dining, and travel with the C&B Plus Perks account. It's a powerful new way to save money with roadside assistance, cell phone protection, identity theft protection, and credit monitoring. Banking at C&B has its perks. Call or stop by a branch for more details.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Good afternoon. It's been a busy one today on 75 southbound, trying to get down through Campbell County. We've had several accidents earlier, and we're dodging some weather as well here in parts of East Tennessee. Give yourself extra travel time. Again, north of Knoxville, it's been a busy one out here as far as accidents on the interstate. Fostering Hope 2025 Galas coming up this Saturday at the Bridgewater Event Center in Knoxville. Check out their website, fosteringhope.tn.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Fan Run Radio. The drive continues. We are less than a week away from Fan Run Night at the ballpark.
Hopefully we'll have better weather next week than we do at this moment right now.
Let's check the long-range forecast.
It should be up on Apple Weather.
A lot of rain in the forecast next week. High temperature only projected to be 79 degrees that day. So, I mean, that's good news.
That'll be pleasant. Yeah, we're supposed to have a break in the heat.
There's a lot of rain.
After all this rain comes through. I've got a dilemma over here, man.
Yeah.
And so my headphones broke yesterday late in the show.
What do you mean broke?
Like it's doing that deal where, like when one side won't.
Only one works.
No, they both work, but one side's like nice and snug how it's supposed to be, and the other one's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really pissing me off.
You gonna be all right?
No.
I mean, so they work. It just doesn't fit on your big goofy head the way you want it to.
My big goofy head. I will gladly.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like the blockhead Charlie Brown. I mean, you're one of the two people that work at this station that should never be talking about how big somebody's head is. Like I would never loan you a T-shirt. You'd stretch the neck hole. Just getting your dome through it.
It's not a nice thing to say.
You say a lot of mean things about me, buddy.
I have to have a big cranium to contain all this brain matter, all the knowledge that I possess.
Like Peyton?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm coming here with big red marks all over my head from my helmet.
So the picture of him with the kid when he was a baby, is this the same kid that's going to Baylor now? How many sons did Peyton have?
He had twins.
You know the picture I'm talking
twin girl,
about,
right?
He was wearing a Colts jersey. He looks dead off like Peyton's got the big forehead and everything.
Let's not rip Peyton's kid. Personal appearance is not show fodder.
It has to be bigger to store all the storehouse of football knowledge that the Mannings have.
Okay. Tennessee's commitment today from Salisi Moa vaults the Volunteers into the top 10.
Let's go.
In 247's recruiting rankings.
Well, we like 8th in the SEC though.
Well, we're 9th. We leapfrogged LSU, so we're 9. LSU is 10. Texas is 6. Bama is 4. A&M 3. Georgia is 1. So what does that make us? 5th.
How does A&M stay in the top 3 to 4 every year and continue to suck?
It's one of life's
year.
great mysteries.
Milkman.
They just haven't had a good coach.
I think it's deeper than that. I think it's that whole culture down there in College Station.
It's just too weird.
Yeah.
You know what I think it is?
What's that?
Adidas. Stevie is next. Actually, first. Our first call of the day comes from Stevie. Good afternoon, Stevie. You're on the drive.
Russell!
Hello, Steven.
I need some therapy.
Oh, man. That's the first time that's ever been uttered.
Yes, sir.
I'm torn. I'm getting psyched up for this year. I'm starting to believe these tea leaves that I've been reading about this team, that we're going to be better. But I need someone to punch me in the sucker and the nads and tell me that's a lie and we're going to suck.
Why? Just don't want to get too high?
I'm about to get my heart broken again.
Okay. Well, we got some uncertainty at quarterback. You know, our best player is not available, most likely to begin the season. Maybe our most talented player is in the doghouse. Lost a first-round pick at edge rusher. And we play in the SEC. It's a very difficult schedule. That bring you down to earth a little bit there, Stevie?
A little bit. Another bringing down to earth moment. Do you see Cameron Word is a 71 overall in the Madden 26 rating?
What did you call it? Cameron Ward?
Yeah, the first round, the number 1 pick for the Tottenham.
I saw people clutching their pearls and claiming that was very disrespectful. Let it be fuel. Let it be fuel for young Cam Ward to go out there and prove the doubters and the haters wrong.
I am one of them, Russell. I have some buy, sell, holds that I want to rapid fire with you three, before the top of the hour. Can I do that real quick?
Sure.
So these are end of the year headlines that I came up with, and you can either buy them, sell them, or hold them. Okay. So here's number 1. Joey Alligator has a better season than Nico statistically.
Hold.
I'd buy it.
Okay.
Drew Carter does not.
Go ahead.
It's rapid fire, Russ.
I'm sorry.
Drew Carter does not play for UT in 2025. I'm sorry.
Sell.
Yeah, sell.
VFL Harrison Bailey beats UT in the swamp.
Sell it. No way.
Go Gator.
I'd hold it.
Hold it. Yeah, me as well. If not, buy it.
You guys. Oh, my God.
Go Gator.
The Vols go 9-3.
Buy that.
Yeah, I'm buying it.
Yeah, I'm buying it.
Someone other than Jermod McCoy will lead the team in interceptions.
Buying it.
Yep, buying it.
Could easily be good.
Well, he's not going to play much, and then they're not going to. I'm sorry. This is rapid fire. My bad.
Rapid fire.
Please. Yeah.
Thank you, Russ.
I'm sorry.
Strike 2. Jake Merklinger will transfer at the end of the season.
Sell.
I'll hold that one.
I hold it as well.
4 more. Oklahoma beats UT at home.
Selling that. They ain't beating us here.
I'll sell it. Yeah, I'll sell it.
I'm going to slap Brent Venables across the damn face.
Sell it. Maybe hold it.
Nico quits. Oh, wait. Miles Kitselman leads the SEC in tight end touchdown reception.
Sell it.
Yeah, I'm selling that one.
I'm buying it.
Nico quits football to become a semi-professional volleyball player.
Selling that.
Holding. Yeah.
Lastly, Stevie becomes the highest-rated drive caller in history. Bye.
Wait a minute. Buy.
Bye.
Coming up, hour number 2 of the show, 865-966-3435. If you want to hop online or in line, as I like to say.
Are y'all buying that?
What?
His last
I've forgotten, though. What was it?
Stevie
the highest rated caller.
How do we
on the
rate
drive.
callers? We had to stop
Quality
doing the caller, whatever that tournament we had, because it hurt Phil's feelings.
I thought Phil won that thing with some. Yeah, Phil won it. There was that late surge in voting from IP addresses over in South Knoxville. Literally.
I don't know. Who's your favorite caller right now? Who's the one when you see on the board, you kind of light up, twinkle in your eye?
Probably Crazy Stevie or Geraldo are my 2 favorites. They're 1 and 2. DR's pretty high up there, but he always.
I was going to say
shots.
DR gets me.
I mean,
I enjoy his work.
He's
these
a
days.
first ballot Hall of Famer.
He's in his prime.
Yeah, I'm in my prime.
Phil is kind of.
He's hit or miss, man.
He's
Sometimes
like
it brings me
Namath
down.
playing for the Chargers. You know, I mean, he's still fun, but his glory days are behind him.
He'll have some calls where I just want to start cutting my arms.
Top 4 at 4. Tennessee gets a big commitment today in high school football recruiting. We'll tell you all about it and get right back to the busy phone lines coming up next here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
Only 300 homestands remaining to see your Knoxville Smokies play this season. And next week is full of celebrations, starting with free hot dog night on Tuesday. All the hot dogs you can eat all night long. And if you're still hungry, we've got all you can eat Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday with half-off draft beers. Then on Friday, we honor one of the founding members of the Negro Southern League, the Knoxville Giants. On Saturday, we're continuing the fight against breast cancer by painting the park pink. And on Sunday is Cocoa Melon Day. Grab your tickets now at smokiesbaseball.com.
When it's past high noon, it's time for a vodka soda made with a vodka you've actually heard of. I'm talking White Claw vodka soda made with White Claw premium vodka. JB Smooth only drinks vodka soda made with the world's smoothest vodka.
And you can too. Pick you up a bottle of the triple wave filtered vodka that's been distilled 5 times. White Claw premium vodka comes in 4 flavors: black cherry, mango, pineapple, and just vodka. You haven't had vodka like this. No one has. White Claw premium vodka. Please drink responsibly.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Let's take a moment to breathe. Deep inhale. Extend your spine. Remain focused on what you're doing. If safe to do so, exhale slowly, leaning to one side. Inhale back to center. If safe to do so, exhale slowly to the opposite side. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. This message is brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ed Council.
Is your smile ready for the spotlight? Hi, I'm Dr. Jacob Wilco, and at Knoxville Smiles, we make every visit a reason to smile. From routine cleanings to dazzling cosmetic treatments, our experienced team uses the latest technology to keep your teeth healthy and your smile bright. With a warm, welcoming atmosphere and personalized care, we're here to make sure you leave feeling your best. Don't wait. Your perfect smile is just a call away. Book your appointment today at 865-539-1776 or online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess. But isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the Drive underway, and the Top 4 at 4 is brought to you by our friends at Knoxville Smiles. Jace Brown, hit me.
Thank you. At number 1, RTI's Ryan Sylvia reports Josh Heupel and Tennessee football have secured the commitment of 5-star Celesi Moa. He is the number 2 athlete and number 31 overall recruit in the country, according to 247's composite rankings. He picked the Vols over Utah, Michigan State, Michigan, and Washington. And with that commitment, Tennessee is up to the number 9 class in the country in the 2026 cycle.
I've been watching some of the film over here because I like to do my homework.
I need to go look at the film.
I've got a player comp. You guys remember Gerald Jones 15 years ago?
Yes.
Kind of reminds me of him.
Okay.
Long, but not too long.
Gerald Jones is a bad dude.
Silky, soft hands, got some nice moves, some wiggle to him. Played a lot of, mostly receiver in the highlights I'm watching. And played some DB too, but kind of like him as a receiver. I'll tell you what, you get him and this Keys kid, little Savion Hyder for a cherry on top, and this class of 2026 is shaping up very nicely, boys. Very nicely.
Yeah. At number 2, preseason practice number 2 is in the books. Here's some notes from campus from RTI's Ryan Shumpert. Quarterbacks Joey Aguilar and Jake Merklinger both had solid days in the open portion as wide receivers did drills against air, and defensive back Boo Carter once again did solo work while the team practiced outside, still without his helmet.
I wonder, we got to get this guy a helmet, man.
I mean, like, I wonder if he's got a list of things he can just mark off, or if it's real murky, nebulous about what he has to do.
There was a thing on one of the message boards yesterday about him going to a hospital, visiting the sick kids. Maybe there's a community service element to it.
Yeah, proving that you want to be there, you know.
Although I got to say, the picture I saw of him, he didn't look thrilled to be there.
No.
But you're in a hospital, you know, I mean, it's a heavy place.
It's a somber place.
Yeah. Exactly. So, I don't know. Hopefully he does what he has to do so he can get back to the team. I mean, we could use him. And if he is able to really show teammates that, hey, I've done all the things I want to be here, this is what I've had to do, the trials and tribulations I've endured, then hopefully they'll welcome it. Because I think that's a big part of it too, is like the guys that were out there grinding all summer long doing everything that they're supposed to do don't want to see this kid just walk in there with no consequences to his actions. So they want to see him punished. They want to see the claw marks on his back a little bit, and they want to see him
humbled,
contrite, like wants to be there. Like, it's not like I'm just showing up to collect a check. Like, I want to.
You want to be a part of our crew, or don't you?
Like Tony Vitello said, you're either a Vol or you're not.
At number 3, football is officially here. Tonight, the NFL's Hall of Fame game gets the preseason rolling in the major leagues. The Los Angeles Chargers, take on the Detroit Lions at 8 o'clock on NBC and Peacock. And VFL quarterback Hendon Hooker is slated to start for the Lions.
Let's see here. Lions a 1.5-point favorite.
Yeah.
We'll bet on the preseason game. We'll put a call out to the desert and see what the Sheik does.
I think we could do
Sheik
that.
gambles on preseason football.
Are you kidding me?
He loves it. He says that you can, like, if you do your homework, that it's an easier bet than some of the regular season games because you can kind of, who's going to be playing, as opposed to like the regular season games where everybody's going after it. I mean, that's what he said. I think you got to be a real sick puppy to gamble on preseason football, but
that's what I'm sitting over here thinking.
The Sheik says that there's money to be made.
The Sheik says a lot of stuff.
Are you ripping on the Sheik?
He seems to make you guys quite a bit of money. I know that.
66% is 66%.
And at number 4, the College Sports Commission has loosened its blanket prohibition on athletes receiving payments from NIL collectives, according to a memo the new enforcement agency sent to athletic directors Thursday morning. The collectives, an evolving industry built to funnel money to athletes at a particular school, will still face significantly more scrutiny when trying to sign deals with players than they had in past years. Thursday memo from the CSC, which revises guidance it issued 3 weeks ago, ends the first notable scuffle around the industry's new enforcement structure without needing to return to a courtroom. However, it provides more of a punt than a definitive answer to an essential question for the future of how major college sports will function, will wealthy teams and their boosters be able to game the system designed to create competitive balance?
Yeah, I was reading this morning, and I still don't understand. I mean, basically, they just said that the collectives can write the check.
Yeah.
So Spire can write a check to the players, which, like, I don't know, were they supposed to just get checks directly from the businesses that they were?
That's what it's
endorsing
sounding
for?
like, yeah.
But it doesn't change what the CSC is saying is that, hey, we still have to vet these endorsement deals. You can't just go do an autograph signing that funnels money back to a collective. You have to be endorsing, an actual product or service, and it has to be at a reasonable market value. So I don't see what this changes really.
Nothing from what what they laid out 3 weeks ago. It really doesn't change anything.
Yeah, that felt like
who
they
the
kinda-
checks are going through.
They kind of backed down a little bit from the collectives.
Yeah.
Because they were getting ready to be in court.
So what happens when we start funneling millions to our guys?
We're doing it right now.
And we don't have, and the contracts that they're endorsing it doesn't add up.
They will have documentation that adds up, I would imagine.
They'll have documentation, but what happens when the CSC gets a hold and they're going through it and says this is
I think
right.
that's basically what I took away from this was they're backing off that hard.
No, they're still going to have to approve the endorsement.
It's going to end up in
contracts.
court. None of this is going to end until they have collective bargaining. That's right. I keep coming back to that. So I mean, we can talk about all this stuff, but we all know it doesn't end until everybody sits down and comes to an agreement.
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for the first major scuffle where they say, no, University of Miami, you can't pay this college football player $3 million. He's attended 3 autograph signings, and he did a car commercial for a local dealership. That's not $3 million worth of endorsements.
There's maybe one or two in all of college football. There's maybe 1 or 2 kids that can probably
have that kind of name recognition, that command that kind of
arch.
Yeah.
The Smith kid from Ohio State.
I know him. Oh, Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
Ryan Williams, maybe.
After that, then
starts to go downhill a little bit.
Yeah, it gets murky.
Yeah.
All right. We will keep an eye on it. Thank you, Jace. Top 4 at 4 brought to you by Knoxville Smiles. It's where I go for all my dental work. If you need a visit to the dentist before football gets started, maybe you've got a sore tooth. Maybe you've got some wisdom teeth that need to come out. Maybe you just want to get your teeth whitened. They do all of that and more at Knoxville Smiles. Visit them online, knoxvillesmiles.com, or just call them at 865-539-1776 to set up your appointment today. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles. DR Vol is next. No DR. 865-966-3435. Just after I called him my favorite caller. How does he repay me? He hangs up. That, ladies and gentlemen, is an outrage.
You think it's odd that Stevie and Geraldo are my 2 favorite since I started off? Remember, I couldn't stand those guys?
Because that's how you are. Like you can't stand any sort of change, anything new, any new callers, new people like that we have on the show, new interns you always hate. Like you hate Walker Smith now.
That's not true.
You're incredibly rude to him.
I am not.
And you're really nice to Jace, who you weren't so nice to at the beginning. But
I've always been cool to Jace.
Like once we get a new guy, like you will stop being mean to.
Tell him.
You'll stop being mean to Walker. I would if you'll turn my mic on there. You'll stop being mean to Walker, and you'll be mean to the new person.
No, I mean you brought
were
Webb Spartan on the show.
When Trey Wallace joined the show, like you were so mad. Like you just calling everybody at work, like, I can't stand this guy.
What are you talking about?
I can't stand this. I can't.
Why are you bringing this? This is like 8 years ago.
And then when he left the show, it's like, I love Trey. I miss Trey. I can't wait. Like, Same
Cam's
thing
a
with
wacky
Houston.
dude.
Same thing
no,
with,
it's
with
not.
everybody
No,
that
it's
we've ever
not.
had. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, you're full of
I have to go
crap.
back and pull the tapes. This is
Every once in a while you bring a stiff in.
The point is, this is a pattern. It's a cycle. It's been going on for 10
That's not
years.
true.
It's predictable. So
It's
with
not-
the callers, we get new callers, and it's like you warred with Jamie back in the day. Jamie Utah was like your nemesis, and now you guys are thick as thieves.
I dominated him emotionally. Back when I'd finally take pity on him.
I don't know what that means, but
he couldn't.
okay.
He couldn't. He was a worthy adversary, though.
So, like any new caller, it's just,
I've always liked
this
DR.
guy's stupid. This guy's dumb. Then
This is
like
just patting the
a year
false.
or two
Jason,
later,
let's
it's like,
speak up here.
hey, we've got the new caller that I used to hate on. Let's go to him. Let's bump him to the front.
Me and Jace have always been cool, even back when he was on overtime.
Yeah, in passing, we've sort of grown closer, since we've been back
I've
together
always
on
super
Accountability
friendly.
Island.
You've grown closer
I
to
think
Bear.
so. Yeah,
You consider him a mentor?
of sorts. Yeah,
What do you mean of sorts?
you taught me a lot over here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's Accountability Island.
Teach you what not to do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you've brought us some real nut jobs over the years too.
name names.
You really want me to name names?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
No, I don't like to.
You don't like to hurt people's feelings.
No.
Your entire persona on this show is hurting people's feelings.
That's not true.
I'm Bear. I'm mean. I'm big and strong. I'll beat you up. Like your entire thing is
it is. That's what you
being
built
mean.
it up to in your.
I've
adult
done that.
Brain. Not me though. I'm genuinely a nice guy. So no, I'm not going to name names.
I don't think you can. I think with the possible exception of one or two people who, for various legal reasons, we won't bring up. I'm
trying to figure out. I know one.
I've attracted a pretty elite group of talent.
I can think of 3, maybe 4.
DR Vol is back.
Russ's favorite.
His ears
caller.
must have been burning. Good afternoon, DR. You're on the drive, Fan Run Radio.
See, Bear, you got the trump card because you've never towed a caller to STFU.
Not on air.
Yeah, I'm talking about on air.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was pretty good, though. But now you basically did to a guest on the show, Matt Jones. That was great radio.
I did not. You don't have any record of that. There's no recording of that. I did not say what you thought I said.
That's why I preface it with basically. Russ, I think Bear, what he means by dominating him emotionally is he was emotionally abusive to Jamie.
I don't need you coming in here and stirring up trouble, DR.
I'm not stirring up trouble. I'm stating facts. Guys, the Unreal WWE, I forgot to mention you, Barry. You'd mentioned Peyton earlier. He's the executive producer of that show. On
Really?
Netflix. Yes.
Is it it's
Omaha
a
Productions.
Yeah, Omaha Productions.
Yeah.
Omaha.
Yeah. So y'all got to check that out. Stevie was talking about this upcoming season. I'm treating this season like the 21 season. I really don't have any expectations. I don't know what to expect.
Yeah. I just think when quarterback is your biggest question mark, things could go either way, right? I mean, it's just it's kind of like our Titans this year. If you get good quarterback play, you have a chance to surprise some people. If you don't get good quarterback play, guess what? You're probably going to be pretty bad. And I think that's where Tennessee is. You know, we're not one of these schools when you look like LSU, Florida, even South Carolina, are settled at quarterback. They have quarterback leaders there, and they have expectations to win a certain number of games. And I just don't think we have that right now at Tennessee. And that doesn't mean that you can't win 9 or 10. It just means it's an unknown at this point.
That's a great point. And that really does remind me of the 21 season. You remember going in that year, Hooker, we were told he couldn't play in the cold. He'd have a seizure. And then Milton, Michigan fans told us, looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane. And we didn't know at quarterback that year.
I had forgotten all about the Hendon Hooker. What was that against North Carolina when he had hypothermia or something over there on the sideline?
Yeah, but wasn't that like he had COVID? And
I don't know. I just remember Kentucky lead up to that game like they thought they could intimidate him, and they were woofing at him and hitting him late out of bounds. And
wasn't that the game where he opened with a touchdown pass?
There were a couple of those games. But, yeah, Javonte Payton on the first play, and
it was.
He tore him up.
Because it kind of got me worried about it being cold. And because I don't remember who they were playing at Virginia Tech, but that was a huge concern that season.
Can he play in the cold? He did all right.
Yeah, I think it worked out well besides the, infamous South Carolina game. Now, if we're going to have this feud between Bear and Barnes, do you really think Bear could get Barnes IRL mad?
It's a good question.
I can get anybody IRL mad. Me?
Do you think Barnes? Go ahead.
I mean, me? It's like my superpower.
I mean,
I make people mad.
So we've gone from I'm a nice guy, I don't hurt feelings to it's my superpower. I make people mad in the span of less than 5 minutes.
There's a difference between making somebody mad and hurting somebody's feelings.
Thread that needle for me. I want to hear this.
I can say something that'll piss you off, but it won't hurt your feelings. These are two different.
Oh,
we're losing you, DR.
DR's going through a bad sell, it sounds like. Sorry, DR. Your phone call has come to a premature end this afternoon. 865-966-3435, your number to get on the show today. 865-966-3435. You can call us or text us as well. Be sure to let us know who you are when you hit up the text machine, and we will read from some of those coming up here in just a mere matter of moments. When we continue, you're listening to The Drive, Fan Run Radio. Back with more right after this.
The Drive.
The flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio.
Knoxville, mark your calendars. Fan Run Night at the ballpark is back. Join us Wednesday, August 6th at Covenant Health Park as the Knoxville Smokies take on Biloxi and we take over the stands. It's all-you-can-eat night, so make sure to bring your appetite. Plus, we're hooking up the fans with exclusive Fan Run swag giveaways you won't want to miss. Come hang with the Fan Run crew, rep your team, and enjoy a summer night of baseball, food, and fun. Fan Run Night, August 6th. Be there.
Hey Knoxville! Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Costa at Knoxville Smiles. Here at Knoxville Smiles, we're all about making it easier for you to see the dentist. That's why we're now open until 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If going to the dentist in the morning or during normal business hours doesn't fit your busy schedule, come see us a little later. Call 865-539-1776 to schedule your appointment, or just visit us online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Good afternoon. It's been a busy one today on 75 southbound, trying to get down through Campbell County. We've had several accidents earlier, and we're dodging some weather as well here in parts of East Tennessee. Give yourself extra travel time. Again, north of Knoxville, it's been a busy one out here as far as accidents on the interstate. Fostering Hope 2025 Galas coming up this Saturday at the Bridgewater Event Center in Knoxville. Check out their website, fosteringhope.tn.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Florida cornerback Dijon Johnson won't face prosecution for 2 felony charges that followed a traffic stop in May, according to his attorney. He filed paperwork, quote, no further action in the case from the state's attorney's office.
Just flabbergasted they didn't want to press charges down there in Gainesville on one of their football players, Russ.
Florida getting back to their roots.
Sounds like it.
Sweeping things under the rug.
Yeah.
Go Gator.
Police in Tampa charged Johnson with 2 felonies, including possession of a firearm and 2 misdemeanors in May. Officers said they pulled him over for running a stop sign and detected a, quote, strong odor of burned marijuana.
I'm not a grass expert.
They said Johnson was argumentative during a traffic stop and refused to exit the gray Dodge Challenger. He was removed from the car, taken into custody. Vehicle search found marijuana and 8 grams of synthetic marijuana inside a backpack. A black Glock 19 loaded with 17 rounds and a magazine was also found in the car. Johnson entered written pleas of not guilty to all charges. How do you get off on something like that?
I don't know. And do you really? I don't know.
Do you think they went with like the whole didn't have a legal right to search, smelled burned marijuana, could have been something else?
No, because if they want to make that stick, they can make that stick. I can't believe they let him off with the gun thing. And I don't know. I guess because I don't think you could get a gun charge here, and definitely you couldn't playing basketball and keep your spot on the team. We've already seen that with Barnes.
Yeah,
he's got 0 tolerance policy.
Apparently, Sunbelt Billy does not.
No,
it's
Sunbelt
funny
Billy's
how
trying to
things
save his job.
Yeah, when you're about 15 and 17 in 3 years and you're trying to save your job, you'll overlook a few things.
Those people are not patient.
Former Stanford coach Troy Taylor is suing ESPN. According to Joe Davidson of the Sacramento Bee, Taylor has sued ESPN and reporter Xuan Thai regarding a March 2025 story that, as Taylor alleges, resulted in his termination. Taylor alleges that ESPN pushed a damaging narrative through false claims that has destroyed his career. The original ESPN article focused on 2 internal investigations from 2023 and 2024 based on complaints from female employees that Taylor had bullied them. Civil complaint cites a later story from ESPN, which apparently undermined some of its prior reporting, in part by pointing out the multiple allegations were found to have no merit. ESPN has not retracted any of its reporting on Taylor. So, sounds like you might have a case there. Stanford fired Taylor not long after the report and replaced him for the 2025 season with, you remember who's coaching Stanford this year? It's a familiar name. Andrew Luck is the GM.
Andrew Luck's the GM. No.
Frank Reich.
Oh, that's right. Former head coach of the Indianapolis Colts.
He was the head coach of the Colts, head coach of the Panthers, and now for the 3rd time I guess you could say it's the 3rd Reich.
And who did he play for?
He was Jim Kelly's backup in the comeback against the Oilers back in the day.
Completed the comeback, did he not?
He did. And finally today on the docket, former WWE CEO Vince McMahon is accused of causing a crash on a Connecticut highway that wrecked his Bentley and damaged 2 other cars a few hours before Hulk Hogan's death hit the news, and he was quoted as praising the wrestling icon. cited for reckless driving and following too closely after last Thursday morning's crash on Merrick Parkway in Westport. No one was injured. He was released on $500 bond and ordered to appear in Stamford Superior Court.
Is it getting to be time to take Grandpa's keys away from him? How old's that dude? He's got to be in his 80s, right?
He's getting up there, man. He is getting up there. Story doesn't say how old he is. Fought the World Wrestling Federation in 1982. What do you think about this show? On you guys like it? You like it, Jace? The WWE inside.
Yeah, I grew up on it. So
well, I'm not talking about wrestling. I'm going to talk about the show.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. Because there are some people that say like you should never show behind the scenes like this. They're going in the writers' room where they're discussing who's going to win the match and storylines. Like there's
or like the Magic. Like you should never go behind the snes for Magic.
There are some purists that say this stuff should never see the light of day.
79.
That's what makes it interesting is like the access that's never been granted before. Like I'm thinking about watching. I have no interest in professional wrestling anymore. WWE. I don't know any of the players or.
I mean, I looked it over, but I did. It's kind of like, well, I mean, it's kind of like Hard Knocks style, but it's like I don't know any of these people, so it doesn't really interest me. They went back and had archival footage of like Bret Hart knocking McMahon out back in the day when he did. You've heard that story where he told him if he was still standing there when he got out of the shower.
Yeah, the Montreal Screwjob. I'm interested in. It's on my list. I would like to see. I'm not sure if I'm going to commit to the whole thing because, like I said, I just don't know any of the characters, the feuds, or anything like that. Don't really have any interest in getting back into it. But I would be interested to see like what the creative process is and how the wrestlers interact backstage together with the guys that they're supposedly feuding with and all that stuff.
Yeah, that would be an interesting one.
But you don't think it takes away from the magic of the moment?
I think if it's covering like past events, no, I don't think so. I think
it's covering current events, right? I mean, it's fairly
past
current.
Year.
Within the past year. I mean, if it's just covering like what's like already been like thrown out there, then I'm not against it. If it was like discussing what's coming up in like 2 weeks, with whatever their next pay-per-view is or something, that would sort of like throw me off. But if it's just going over, what they had to put in to make some big production on the back end over the last year, I'm not too upset about it.
I'll tell you the one I am looking forward to seeing is this SEC behind the scenes thing. And I don't know if it's going to be like, I think it's going to be more current Hard Knocks than early Hard Knocks. Like you remember early Hard Knocks, like they showed everything. And the NFL and the teams eventually got kind of gun shy about it. Yeah, and I think the league has a lot more control over what you can show and can't show anymore.
Yeah,
but
it's not as good.
It's not as good. But I still watch it. I enjoyed the one last year about the Bears. Are they doing the Bills this year? Is that?
Yes.
Like I watched that.
The Lions, I watched. That was the last year.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
It's still good. It's not as good, but it's still good. But
I didn't like the Cowboys.
I'll be interested to see how this works out for the SEC, what they did last year. It looks like they're going to go. They go with different teams each week, and it looks like they were with Tennessee for the Vanderbilt game, I believe, based on the preview I saw earlier today.
Why that game of any of them to choose?
It's a good question. I mean, when you have 16 teams and you want to feature each team, like you have to be. I mean, you can't do everybody's every game, right? And
no.
And these coaches probably hate having the cameras around, right? I'm sure they hated that.
Yeah, and there's some guys like is it Drive to Survive? It was one of the first ones Netflix did was with Formula One. And like there's a couple of drivers that just do not want to participate in it at all. And then there are other ones where it's kind of odd which race weekend they feature a certain team on.
They never show what you really want to see.
Yeah, like I really wanted to see. It was the year where Verstappen almost killed Hamilton at Monza. He like drove over his head almost in a wreck.
Yeah, that would do it. You remember the year that Antonio Brown was in the Raiders camp and he had frozen his feet, and then like they showed him on the phone with John Gruden, and Gruden's like, "Hey man, what the hell's going on?"
Did you freeze your feet?
He's like, no. He's like, I'm all good, coach. He's like, do you want to play football or not? I feel like that's a pretty good Gruden I got going on.
Not bad.
And he's like, yeah. But he's like, well, why don't you put all this crazy stuff to the side and come play football for the Oakland Raiders?
I love Tennessee. I got a lot of orange blood in my body.
That was a good one. It'll never be as good as Rex Ryan with the Jets. Let's go eat a bleeping snack. Maybe the best quote of all time on Hard Knocks.
Trying to think some other good.
I remember the first year they did it, wasn't it with the Ravens I think that might have been like Jamal Lewis's rookie year, and they were in, like they did a full-on training camp. Like they were in old college dorm somewhere. It was very Spartan compared to some of the like.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that one. The Falcons one, I can't remember the coach's
name. That was kind of boring, I thought.
It always had the cigar. Every once in a while, they'll have the assistant coach that's really likable.
The Falcons one was kind of lame.
They had a Tennessee guy that was on there a lot. I think he was an undrafted free agent. Oh, what was that kid's name?
I don't know.
Defensive player. Maybe a linebacker.
Let's get Roberto in here. Roberto, you're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio. Good afternoon, sir.
He dropped. Right when I went to punch him in.
Yeah, I saw the light turn off.
Right before I
tell you what, let's take a quick time out here. And when we continue, we will hear from one Richard Dale Barnes addressing the assembled members of the media today. Media session before practice. We'll hear from Coach Barnes. We'll get some phone calls going as well. 865-966-3435, your number. If you want to get on the show, stay with us. We're back with more right after this.
The Drive. Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation. Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Hello, is Tina there?
Who's this?
Yeah, this is Vince from the hit reality show Wives Don't Tell. Tina applied for our show to confess that her husband won't go to the doctor to get his erectile dysfunction checked. She said she's ready for a guy that can bring the heat.
All right, what the hell is going on? You know you're talking to her husband right now? Tina!
Well, she wrote the application that her man's performance is questionable. She's basically married to a coffee table. She also said, we live within driving distance to Men's Pro Knoxville, but he's too scared to get a blood test.
Oh my, she is done. She is so done.
Gotcha, Mike. It's nephew Tommy. Ain't no reality show. It's a prank. Men's Pro Knoxville is the real deal, fellas. Local experts, test results in minutes. Call 865-544-8220 or hit men'sproKnoxville.com before your lady books a new co-star. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Costa at Knoxville Smiles. Here at Knoxville Smiles, we're all about making it easier for you to see the dentist. That's why we're now open until 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If going to the dentist in the morning or during normal business hours doesn't fit your busy schedule, come see us a little later. Call 865-539-1776 to schedule your appointment, or just visit us online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Citizens National Bank.
We make it easy to save money. Get access to thousands of discounts on shopping, dining, and travel with the C&B Plus Perks account. It's a powerful new way to save money with roadside assistance, cell phone protection, identity theft protection, and credit monitoring. Banking at C&B has its perks. Call or stop by a branch for more details.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Good afternoon. It's been a busy one already out here with the rain moving through our area. Just give yourself extra time. It's been slow out in Roane County, 40 east between the Harriman and Kingston exit. Hopefully that'll start to move a little bit better from some problems we had earlier. Alcoa Highway southbound, really starting to pick up, headed back out towards the Blood County area. Turn your gold and silver coins into cash at Fountain City Jewelers, located in the heart of Fountain City, right there next to Litton's. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Fan Run Radio, The Drive continues. 105.7 FM, 1340 AM, online this afternoon at fanrunradio.com and your free Fan Run app. Since 2010, been doing it 15 years every afternoon from 3 to 6. Thanks for making us a part of your drive home. We got What You Talking About coming up in hour number 3. Looking for our third Champions League qualifier this afternoon. Stay tuned for your cue to call.
Had a great day yesterday. We have Jordan. Jordan was our winner yesterday.
Some very impressive performances so far this season. We're going to hear from Rick Barnes momentarily, updating us on Nate Ament's status with the hand injury he suffered a couple of weeks ago. First, let's try Roberto again before we do that. And Roberto, you're on the drive. Fan Run Radio. Good afternoon, sir.
Russ, gentlemen, hope you're well.
Doing all right, thanks.
All right. I mean, it can't be too bad when are we going with Salesi or Salasi Moa?
I'm going Salisi, as in Khaleesi.
I haven't decided yet.
Undecided.
Yeah.
I'd say we hold that up to Council of Elders and as we go figure it out. But I am pro two things. One, kids with cool names, and two, really fast guys with cool names. And he fits the bill with both of those, right? And I guess you could throw in, I'm pro Samoans. We're pro Polynesia, right? Appalachianesia. That's what we're going to start calling ourselves.
I mean, there's a track record there of good Polynesians.
Who was our best player of Samoan names?
Probably Jesse Mahalona.
Jesse Mahalona.
I had to guess, but we'll go ahead and
Jackson
he who
Moy
must not be
end up
named.
leaving here really good, Russ.
Jackson Moy is very
Jackson
good.
Moy is going to be really good this year.
He's got
hope so.
Tawina and Mahalona.
JT Mapu.
He's pretty good. He was never the same after his mission.
No.
He lost all that weight.
Oh, I forgot about that, Bear. He did. He lost a ton of weight.
Oh, we got the kid from Arizona, Moy.
Yeah,
we got two Moys.
Mo. I think they're saying it's Mo, but I would say Moy.
Moa and Moy. Moy is M-O-I, right?
But you're thinking the defensive lineman.
Jackson Moy is who I'm talking about. You're talking about Wendell Moe or
Wendell Moe.
Moe.
When do they send out the pronunciation?
Bring me all the
guide?
Polynesians. It doesn't matter. We got an MOI, MOE, and an MOA coming in. I mean, I'm for it, guys. I think he's super underrated.
When Wendell Moy and Jackson Moy go at it in the Oklahoma drill, you've got Moy on Moy violence.
Pretty good. I hadn't thought about that yet. This kid, it's a big upset that we pulled him, right? I don't know if it's been – I haven't heard you guys talk about it too much. I did hear it on your show first, you guys reporting.
Yeah, I was keeping an eye on it, but I never felt like he was – it always felt like he was going to go to Utah. That's the way I feel about all these Samoan players. It's like until they're in the boat or
Brigham Young or Utah,
you got a tie to them or something like that, I almost always feel like it's a long shot. Yeah, especially when the other schools they're considering are Utah, USC, Oregon.
He was born and raised in Ogden.
That's interesting.
So, I mean, it's not like they moved to Utah. He was born there.
His father, I saw where his father is on Twitter. I believe it's Ben Moa. Have you heard what his dad does for a living?
No.
His dad is a bare knuckle boxer.
What?
it's some kind of world champion bare knuckle boxer. If it's the same guy, and I'm pretty sure it's his dad, that's tough guy stuff. Bring me all that.
Yeah, that stuff's crazy, man.
So I think it's a huge upset for us to pull that one. So it's inevitable. He's going to be downgraded from not a 5 to but like a high 3 by the end of tomorrow, right? He's going to get the Tennessee drop as he committed to us over Michigan.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know about all these star rating systems. I mean, like they've moved Faison Brandon down to a 4-star on certain things, and he looks to be easily the best quarterback in that class. So I don't trust all the star ratings, but I'm excited to win a recruiting battle over a team that we shouldn't have won it over for a really good player. And that's the last point to this, guys. I haven't talked recruiting forever, but like, are we back in on Kelsey Pope, guys? He seems like a house of fire right now on recruiting trail.
I mean, I don't know that I was ever out.
A lot of these fans were last year, buddy.
Yeah. They're out on him. They're out on the offensive line coach. But
on Wilmo.
I'm just sitting there watching the games, and like it's like with Ellerby in the offensive line, it's like, well, they're productive. Yeah. And our receivers have been productive.
Last year maybe they were underproductive, but still good.
Well, this was Willie Martinez was his primary recruiter
for the Moa kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think he's going to end up playing wide receiver at Tennessee. But how great is it that we're having this conversation? The last two guys who've committed to Tennessee are both going to be wide receivers or DBs. That's a great problem to have when you get two of the top, 3 athletes in America committed in about a week. So that feels good. The vibes are high right now. I'm not calling for an undefeated season, but I think we're going to be better than people think. And I think Joey Schwagular is going to do the thing, guys. I really do. Starting to feel it down in my plums, Ashley Schaefer. Take care.
Thank you, Roberto. Appreciate the phone call. 865-966-3435. Your number to get on the show here this afternoon. Caller says, you never break kayfabe. That's what WWE is doing with their new Netflix special. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this is received from the wrestling community, the purists out there.
I don't know. I mean, I really don't. I mean, Netflix has got so many of these shows. I mean, they've got wide receiver, they've got quarterback, they've got a NASCAR show. We already talked about the Formula One show. They've got this.
Texter says Keenan Peely was great when he was healthy. I saw Keenan Peely had a tryout, I think, today or yesterday with the New Orleans Saints. So he's not giving up on his dream of football. And yeah, I mean, that was devastating last year when he got hurt, and for 2 years in a row, we never really got to see him like we thought we would.
Yeah. I was talking to somebody who was close with him and his wife while they were living here, and said that it drove him nuts that he
just never really got to play.
He wanted to do it.
But he had the bicep injury the first year against Virginia.
Yeah.
What did he have ACL last year?
I think so, maybe. I'm not sure what it was last year, but all I said was that he said that he if he could have gone back, he would have come here first and just played it. He loved it here in Knoxville. Loved Tennessee. So
Texter says, how quickly would Rick Barnes end up on the list of awesome things Bear hates?
He could
if he came on the drive and started cracking on Bear.
I think he's more likely to crack on you. Because you're going to be doing most of the talking.
I mean, he's Tennessee's sweetheart.
Oh, yeah.
Lovable.
Yeah. You piss people off.
Speaking of Rick Barnes, let's hear from him earlier today addressing the media before the start of a summer workout over at the Pratt Pavilion on campus, talking about his roster and some of the injuries that they're working through, specifically with Nate Ament. Here is Richard Dale Barnes.
Well, first, we haven't had our whole team together, so that's going to be exciting when we get back in the fall or when we get ready to get started. And but what I've liked about this group, I think, this time of year, when you have guys that get banged up a little bit, you're not in any hurry to get them back. And The reason we like that because it gives other guys a chance to get a lot more reps. And with that said, I think that we've got a lot of guys that right now that we think we're going to be able to get on the court and play because of them getting a lot of reps and knowing what some other guys have shown us. But overall, the versatility up to this point, we like that because we do feel we can move a number of guys around and give us a chance to play with different lineups.
Has Nate been one of those guys that's been banged up?
Yeah, and again, if we were playing games, Nate would have played. But the same with JP, we're holding him back. We had a plan on him from the very beginning. And there's not a guy when you practice, and we do practice it, they're not banged up a little bit, but every guy, Cade re-injured his shoulder. But again, we're just cautionary and just, we want him to come back when we get back here in the fall in a couple of weeks. We want to make sure everybody's 100% ready to go.
What happened with Nate? Has he been practicing lately?
He could practice, but we chose not to because, again, we've done a lot with him. My idea of that is how do we play when Nate's not on the floor? How do we play when Jacoby's not on the floor? How do we play if Felix isn't on the floor? So, again, I just said it. They all could have practiced, but we chose not to do that. And we're not alarmed by any of that. It just has given us a chance to have some fun and play with different lineups.
Rick Barnes earlier today. I did not realize that Cade Phillips had re-injured his shoulder. That's not good.
No, I didn't know that.
So I thought he had surgery on it after. I hope that he didn't have surgery and then re-injure.
No, we need our bigs healthy.
Remember, him and Boswell were in those huge shoulder braces for most of the season. And you could tell that was really holding Cade back in the middle of the year.
Yeah, and it would just throughout different games, it would, I felt like he would tire at times.
Yeah, but that's a obnoxious injury to have to deal with. JP Estrella, another one he mentioned there, still coming back. It was about a year ago that
How bad was his foot injury? Or is it just one of those things? He's a big guy, and
I think when you have one of those fractures, and you're a big guy with big feet, and it's just really, it's hard.
Yeah, to recuperate.
Isn't that kind of what Bill Walton had?
I thought his
late
was
70s with the Blazers
was more knee stuff.
Might have been.
Yeah, I mean his knees were absolutely shut in his back and all that.
Or am I thinking of Greg Oden?
Greg Oden was totally.
He had a knee
knees.
too. That was the microfracture and all that.
He couldn't. He had bone on his bones were grinding. He had no cartilage.
Boy, talk about one of the all-time
what
ifs. Yeah,
he was when his knees were healthy early.
I'm going to stick with this. Was it Sam Bowie? Remember the guy who was taken over
Michael
Jordan by the Blazers, and he had it like. They said like he was a great player. Like he wasn't going to be Jordan, but he just got to wherever he was going and had no
cartilage left.
Well, no, I think he had like feet that just couldn't get healthy.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about him earlier. I mean, Schuler had that one injury just completely ruined his career.
I'm no doctor, but that is the thing I know about feet. You need them to walk or run.
Well, I mean, it just something so minor, just breaking one tiny bone in your foot can end your career, can hobble you.
Roberto says he forgot to mention he is very anti-breaking kayfabe under any and all circumstances and will not watch or listen to the new show on Netflix.
Yeah, like I prefer Steve Austin's show. Like it's not, he doesn't break it at all. In fact, he threatens people regularly on his podcast. They get sideways with him.
Yeah. I always found it difficult to interviewing wrestlers and comedians. Really hard to do. Because comedians always want to joke and they want to do their bits and you have to set it up. And they don't like to just sit there and chat off script.
Great with Spanky Brown.
Well, Spanky was different because he was a local guy and he would be like, and he was in like, you could talk sports to it and he was just funny. But those guys, and then wrestlers, like God, that was the worst. Like when they want to come on. I remember we interviewed somebody. This was years and years ago, and he was like in character. So
Right.
he was like threatening us and stuff.
Right.
And you could do that for a minute or two, but when it's talk radio, you're used to doing like a 10-minute at least phone interview. Like after a while, like you're not just going to sit there and trash talk somebody for 10 minutes. Like eventually it gets really awkward and weird. So,
I mean,
like,
I've heard some people that pull it off. Earnhardt Jr. had like Dustin Rowe. He had two wrestlers on, and then he had Elliott Sadler's brother Hermie, who had something to do with the wrestling federation. It was like 10 minutes, but it was comedy gold.
Were they in character?
Yeah, but everybody stayed in character except for Junior. It was just kind of surreal, but yeah, threatening each other, setting up matches.
We're setting up our match here in hour number 3. It'll be What You Talking About round 3 as we try to find out who will be the third person to advance to WYTB Champions League action, who will join the likes of Jordan and some random guy. Stay tuned. Find out your cue to call coming up here on many of these fan run affiliates. So where Tim Banks was ranked by On3 as one of the top 10 defensive coordinators in college football.
I would agree with that. Unless you just know one game a year, Crazy Josh and Uncle Fluffy are going to show up.
Good old Uncle Fluffy. Here's hoping that we don't see from him at all this year. But yeah, man, how quickly things change. Tim Banks was not a hire that was met with any fanfare whatsoever from the Tennessee fan base or around the world of college football. It was kind of a footnote. He was like our 10th choice, as I recall. Like Josh Heupel could not give that job away. Nobody wanted it. And he did not cover himself in glory the first 2 years.
Then he built him a staff.
Yeah, then it got a little bit better year 3, and then a lot better last year. He had one of the top 10 defenses in all of college football, both in terms of yardage and points.
You like the Inge hire now?
Yeah, I mean, he's an impressive guy. And you can't help but wonder with his coordinator experience like it. You know, Tim Banks has interviewed for a couple of jobs. He interviewed for the Vanderbilt job when Clark Lee got it. And I want to say his name was connected with
Virginia.
No, but something else last off season, a smaller school. But if he were to eventually warrant a head coaching position, like I would keep an eye on William Inge as a possible successor there at defensive coordinator.
I mean, that seems to be the Heupel way. Promote from within.
Now, I did find it interesting in that list of the On3. They did this for the offensive coordinators as well. There were no SEC offensive coordinators in the top 10.
Most of the offensive coordinators in the SEC work for offensive head coaches, right?
Yeah, I was thinking that. And then it's just, you know, when you talk about why the SEC always has more talent taken than any other league in the football draft, like the coaches say, like it's the defensive line that always sets the SEC apart. It's like there are good quarterbacks, receivers, offensive lines, and everything, and there are good defensive lines in the Big Ten, but in the SEC, like Mississippi State will have first rounders, you know, on their defensive
yeah, we've got
line.
elite. Every school has at least one elite, like next level talent.
Yeah, I just wonder, like, who has, you know, does that put a damper on the overall ability of offenses in this league? I mean, like, look at last year. It was kind of a down year. Even Georgia wasn't very good. Texas probably had the best offense in the SEC. But
quarterbacks are hunted in this league.
We had a lot of teams, us included, who were just sort of getting by offensively.
I mean, look, Alabama did what we did to them. Our boy made that one shoestring tackle.
High honors for Tim Banks. Let's hope that he can live up to the high honors this season with another really good season of Tennessee defense. Hour number 3 of the drive coming up. Jace Brown with the top 5 at 5. Tennessee gets a huge commitment today. We'll tell you all about it when we continue with more Fan Run Radio after the break.
The Drive.
Only 3 homestands remaining to see your Knoxville Smokies play this season. And next week is full of celebrations, starting with free hot dog night on Tuesday. All the hot dogs you can eat all night long. And if you're still hungry, we've got all you can eat Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday with half off draft beers. Then on Friday, we honor one of the founding members of the Negro Southern League, the Knoxville Giants. On Saturday, we're continuing the fight against breast cancer by painting the park pink. And on Sunday is Cocoa Melon Day. Grab your tickets now at smokiesbaseball.com.
When it's past high noon, it's time for a vodka soda made with a vodka you actually heard of. I'm talking White Claw vodka soda made with White Claw premium vodka. JB Smooth only drinks vodka soda made with the world's smoothest vodka.
And you can too. Pick you up a bottle of the triple wave filtered vodka that's been distilled 5 times. White Claw premium vodka comes in 4 flavors: black cherry, mango, pineapple, and just vodka. You haven't had vodka like this. No one has. White Claw premium vodka. Please drink responsibly.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Are you looking for a treat that will knock it out of the park at the next watch party? Just like your favorite baseball team, Crumble brings the best lineup week to week with an expanded roster that includes key lime pie, strawberry cake, or my personal favorite, Monster featuring M&M candies. Let Crumble treat you to the best cookies in the game. Download the Crumble app and start earning rewards. You can even vote monthly on what flavors you would like to see at any store of your choice. Warmer weather is here, so get to the ballpark, but don't miss the cookies.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Hungry for some mouth-watering barbecue? Then take the quick drive up I-75 to Rickard Ridge for some of the best barbecue you'll ever have. Fall off the bone, Memphis-style baby back ribs, slow-smoked chicken thighs, and fresh hand-cut steaks. Rickard Ridge has something for everyone. Located in Cove Lake State Park with a spectacular view of the Cumberland Mountains, Rickard Ridge. It's more than just dinner, it's a destination. Check out their full menu and catering options online at rickardridgebbq.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Thursday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio, and we start the third and final hour of the show, as always, with the top 5 at 5. Jace Brown, what do you got?
Thank you. At number 1, RTI's Ryan Sylvia reports that Josh Heupel and Tennessee football have secured the commitment of 5-star Celesi Moa. He is the number 2 athlete and number 31 overall recruit in the country, according to 247's newly updated composite rankings. He picked the Vols over Utah, Michigan State, Michigan, and Washington. And with that commitment, Tennessee has bumped up to the number 9 class in the country in the 2026 recruiting cycle.
So I've been doing some digging over here after we heard that his father was a bare-knuckled boxer.
Yes.
His father appears to be Ben Moa of Utah. He played football at Utah, played in the NFL for a minute, and is now in the bare-knuckle boxing league.
Wow.
So,
isn't he a little bit old to be bare-knuckle boxing?
Yeah, I mean, you saw George Foreman win the heavyweight championship of the world at what, 44, 45 years old?
That was George Foreman.
I mean,
I know it's possible.
Bernard Hopkins fought into his, almost 50.
Bernard Hopkins, he has brain damage, doesn't he?
I'm not saying that he's any good at it. I'm just saying, sometimes guys find a career. That stuff is brutal, man. Have you ever tried to watch that?
It's barbaric.
Borderline human cockfighting.
Yes.
But if his son Salisi has half of that temperament, that bulldog mentality, and obviously fine athletic genes, a guy who played in the NFL and is now still an athlete, a professional athlete, then sounds like we got ourselves a good one today. Very exciting.
At number 2, VolQuest's Grant Ramey reports that Rick Barnes has no concerns about the left wrist injury that has kept 5-star freshman wing Nate Ament out of practice recently, saying the move was purely precautionary as the Vols wrap up their summer workouts. Quote, if we were playing games, Nate would play. We want him to come back when we get back here in the fall in a couple weeks, and we want to make sure everyone is 100% and ready to go.
Precautionary, keeping some of these guys out. I am interested in seeing JP Estrella. Are they going to be able to turn him loose? I think that, they've been so cautious with him. They are going to be whenever they do turn him loose, it's okay, go play. They're going to be holding their breath.
Yeah,
for a while there.
God, I want him to be able to play. I don't want him to end up being a
what if.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, exactly that.
At number 3, the MLB trade deadline officially hits at 6 o'clock this afternoon. Let's look at some of the marquee trades that have happened over the last couple hours. The Philadelphia Phillies are in agreement on a deal to acquire outfielder Harrison Bader from the Minnesota Twins, a big need there. The New York Yankees are finalizing a trade to acquire closer David Bednar from the Pittsburgh Pirates. The New York Mets are also finalizing a deal to acquire center fielder Cedric Mullins from the Baltimore Orioles. And the Twins are trading shortstop Carlos Correa back to the Houston Astros.
Phew, I just dodged a bullet there. I'm sure he was going to ask me. Woo. David Bednar. I'd already forgotten it.
Well, the Correa, he was involved. He's going back. He was involved in the whole whatever happened there.
He was.
Allegedly.
Trash can beating.
He was in there thumping on that can.
Yeah.
Okay. Who says you can't go back home? Okay. No Braves trades?
None that I have seen, no. I saw
the website I checked today, the guy said they thought the Braves would have 3 trades today. Well, we got an hour.
They were going to be what, selling?
Yeah. We're 20 games behind 500. We are not in the buying mode right now.
Yeah.
Could be Ozuna from the somebody else coming up here soon. See what happens the next hour.
At number 4 on Thursday, the San Francisco 49ers signed Marquez Callaway to a 1-year deal to make room for the VFL and some other signings. 2 rostered receivers were cut. This potentially will team Callaway up with his former Vols teammate Jawan Jennings. The only hurdle is that Jennings is reportedly in dispute over his contract. While he has not officially demanded a trade, he has been in discussions with the 49ers about a new deal.
Callaway was a guy that, like, he surprised me that he was as productive as he was for us, for Tennessee, and then surprised me that he's been able to, I guess he's been bouncing around the league for a while, at least on practice squads or something like that.
I mean, during the first couple years of his career, he was down in New Orleans, had a couple decent seasons down there.
He's got to be vested now, right? With this pension.
How long do you have to play for that?
I think it's like 5, maybe 5 years.
5. This might be his
6.
5th year or something like that.
That's a pretty sweet deal for those guys.
He could go up and get it now.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't the fastest dude in the world, but great hands.
Was he the one somebody said had blown his knee out and Bush said he didn't?
Oh, no, you're thinking of Marquez North.
Okay.
Well, and that's one that, I mean, he was a 5-star. We thought he was going to be a superstar, and golly, man.
Yeah.
That never panned out.
And at number 5, a toddler in India bit a venomous cobra so hard that he killed it. 2-year-old Govinda Kumar was playing at his home in Bankatwa, there we go, a village in the eastern Indian state of Bihar, when he spotted the 3-foot-long snake and grabbed it. The cobra lunged at the child and coiled itself around his hands during the incident on last Friday, his relatives said. But instead of screaming, Govinda put the snake's head in its mouth and clenched his jaw. The boy's grandmother recounted he quickly lost consciousness after ingesting some of the venom, but was treated in a hospital and has since been discharged. The snake died on the spot. His grandmother said, quote, "I was moving firewood near the house and the cobra came out. The child perhaps saw the snake moving and caught hold of it. We rushed towards the boy and he said, and saw he had taken the cobra's head into his mouth. We then separated the cobra from his mouth and hands. The snake died on the spot."
You got to do what you got to do, man. Cobra coming after you. It's on your hand.
Yeah.
It's a toddler, though.
2-year-old.
I don't know that I would have the wherewithal to do that as an adult. I'd probably just try and like smash it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like around your hand, just like.
Or if I can grab it, just throw
sling
it.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrifying, man.
I hate snakes. Is that it?
That is it, yeah.
Thank you, Jace. That is the Top 5 at 5. It's brought to you by your Knoxville Smokies. Come out and join us, all of Fan Run Radio, for Fan Run Night at the Covenant Health Park, the all-new downtown ballpark. Smokies baseball will be there on Wednesday, and we're going to have a couple of opportunities for you to pick up free tickets. Be sure to come out and see us tomorrow. Tuesday. I'll be handing out tickets next Tuesday at Matlock Tire and Auto Service on Kingston Pike. So we'll be there from 3 to 6 the day before Fan Run Night, and you can come by and we will make sure that you can get into the ballpark for free to hang out with us. We're also going to be giving away a bunch of all-you-can-eat tickets. It's an all-you-can-eat Wednesday. So if you haven't been yet, they have these really cool buffets on the side with hot dogs and burgers and all the fixins, and I think you get free soda with it as well. And you'll be able to go through there and just pig out. So you got to follow all our TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all those things. Be sure you're following us on all platforms, and we will draw random winners off social media next week.
The unlimited refills was a revelation for me when I first went. That's the first place I've ever seen that at Smokies Park.
The first ballpark.
The first ballpark where you don't have to pay for each individual Coke.
Now they have them at the Titans. I'm not sure in the club level if you buy like the big
the
44-ounce thing.
What's that? Like
you could just go
$6 or something.
Is probably more expensive than that.
It's not at
their prices are NFL prices are. It's like college football. It's stupid, but you can at least go and get refills, which was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to the Smokies. That's pretty reasonable. It's not an exorbitant amount to get that first one.
They do it right over there, so hopefully everybody can come and enjoy some.
It's all you can eat.
Yeah.
Cody's going to two things. You're aware that Big Mac is doing the first pitch.
I am.
Were you?
Yes.
And then he's going to try and do the 9-9 challenge.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
He says he can do it in 3 innings. 3 dogs an inning and 3 beers.
No, man, he can't do that.
J.J. Watt, I saw him do it on Twitter. He did it in 5 innings.
Does he understand that this is a work-related function, that people are going to be there with their children and families, and it's the ballpark, and like he can't be getting
aware,
just absolutely hammered in public? Does he understand that?
Yeah, but
there's an image here at the station we're trying to cultivate.
I've seen him
It
9
isn't
deep,
just
and it's
drunken
hard
buffoons.
to tell. He's not a buffoon at 9 deep. He's really not. It's hard to tell. Now, of course, like everybody, it goes over a line, and then it's obvious.
I'm just saying, like, can we at least work in some water every now and then?
I'm not.
Hopefully, the 9 hot dogs will sop up some of the alcohol.
Smashed!
865-966-3435, your number to get on the show this afternoon. Joshy Boy is next. Hello, Joshy Boy.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you doing today?
Doing well, thanks.
Good. Something that Tennessee baseball needs to learn is Knoxville Smokies have beer bats. I'm still waiting on Tennessee baseball to get them.
Beer bats?
Yeah. You can drink beer right out of it, Bear. It's a beer bat.
Right out of the bat.
I've got a feeling that
beer. I liked beer. Still like beer.
Tennessee's being a school rather than a professional sports team might not want to, just the way it's all set up over there.
I know there's a presentational aspect where you don't want to encourage drunken buffoonery.
I know.
Yeah.
I know some schools like Coastal Carolina, Arkansas, and some other schools have the beer bats in college baseball.
I mean,
really?
That tracks
Yeah.
Coastal Carolina and Arkansas.
So you want beer bats at Lindsey Nelson Stadium?
Yeah, Danny White, let's make it happen.
I'll make a
hopefully in the
note.
next season.
We'll see if Vitello will go to bat for you, so to speak.
Let's hope so.
I'm thinking they've got enough to handle over there.
Wet Blanket Bear doesn't want Joshy Boy to have a beer bat at Lindsey Nelson.
Bear.
Have you seen what goes on those porches?
Yeah.
People are nuts.
Yeah. I want more craziness out there.
Make it nasty, like Tony says.
Yeah, make it nasty. But my first question is for y'all. Have you broke down the schedule yet for UT football? And have you gave your guys' predictions yet on a record this season?
I mean, we haven't used airtime to go through it game by game, but I think we're all kind of hovering around 9-3 right now.
4 maybe.
Maybe. I mean, yeah. I mean, 8.5 is the total, and I'm trying to be positive going into this thing. And I think that I don't think it's necessarily going to be the 3 losses we all think it might be, but I would sign up for 9-3 right now, given everything that's transpired with your quarterback situation and all of that. I think 9-3 would be a fine season for Josh Heupel this year.
I mean, if you break one of the curses, either beat Georgia at home, win at Florida, or win at Bama, you win one of those 3, I think there's a strong possibility you could go 10-2 definitely this season if you don't have a slip-up road game like Heupel does sometimes.
Well, even if it's 9-3, I mean, you're going to have a big win in there somewhere. Like if you're assuming that 2 of the losses are Georgia and Alabama, well, you're either going to win against Oklahoma and or Florida in that situation. So that would be a late win to build on and leave a good taste in your mouth for a fan base. So hard not to go ahead and take that now if given the opportunity.
Yeah. Guys, can we not act like I saw all this negativity coming into this season? People were like, oh, well, the offensive line may be bad this year. Do people not know how Wendell Moe did at Arizona? I don't think he gave up more than 3 or 4 sacks when he was there at Arizona. And we got David Sanders, and we got Mr. Sam Pendleton from Notre Dame. I think the offensive line's going to be fine this year.
No, I agree. And we talked about this with Ryan Shumpert in hour number 1. I think a lot of it comes down to what does that right side look like? Because I think Lance Hurd in a contract year, it looks like he's in better shape. You mentioned Wendell Moy. Like, I think he's going to be good. Who's your center? That's a huge question mark.
I think it's going to be Satterwhite, Russ.
Well, Cooper Mays is not walking through that door, to quote Rick Pitino. So you better get good production there. I mean, we saw how much they missed him whenever he was out the past couple of years. So, there, and then, with Sanders, this is something Shump said that was kind of like, he mentioned Jaden Proctor at Alabama as being a 5-star offensive lineman who really struggled his true freshman season. Like, they started him out there and he was a turnstile. Now, he's developed into an all-SEC, all-American caliber player 3 years later. But as a true freshman, he really struggled. So it's like, how good is Sanders right out of the gate? I think those are going to be major question marks that they have to address here during the course of training camp.
Russ, what happened to our Braves this season? We all thought it was going to be a pretty good season, possibly making the playoffs again. The season just went down the crapper before it even started.
Well, I mean, where do you want to start? Anything that could go wrong did go wrong.
All of our starters are on the injured
list
right now. Bullpen
sucked.
Yep.
Sucked at both present and past. And let's be honest, in the future tense, probably will continue to suck.
And I don't think they're going to trade Ozuna. I saw where he is in the starting lineup tonight against the Reds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And one more thing, Russ. Is it okay if I address the elders of the counter for awesome things Bear hates?
About what?
Well, I can definitely tell you he hates this one. Casino, see ya.
That's patently false.
Casinos. Like the movie Casino or casinos in general?
Love them both.
You like casinos?
Yeah.
What do you like about casinos?
The bells, the lights, the noises. You know how autistic I am. Like in heaven. Free booze.
I was going to say, like, for somebody who doesn't understand basic point spreads and football, like, what are you doing in a casino?
Playing cards. Because I do understand poker.
How do you understand poker and don't understand a betting line?
I don't know. It's always been Greek to me.
What's the best hand you can get in poker?
Royal flush.
I guess he does know.
4 of a kind, full house.
I'm more of a blackjack man
straight,
myself.
3 of a kind, 2 pair.
I'll play either.
Blackjack is simple for dummies like me.
21. Yeah, but I've seen
16
some of my
plus
buddies
3 is 19.
Like lose their money fast playing blackjack.
Yeah, poker is not much better. Like you can look.
Well, if you have some
those places.
Self-control, if you're playing Hold'em,
those places, those casinos, and all those bright lights and everything you light aren't cheap.
I used to understand baccarat, but I don't anymore.
I don't understand
that.
So
long.
Never learned craps.
Never understood craps. Would bet like either red or black on roulette.
Bear is when he gets too old to be on this show, and we have to shuffle him out the door. And he's got like 10 years where he's not old enough to go in the old folks' home, but he needs like something to do. He's totally going to be that guy. Old folks row up at Cherokee, just banging on that slot machine.
Hell,
pushing that button over and over
hey,
again.
My grandma's fallen victim. She's big on bingo and the casino back home. Oh, yeah.
She loves the slots.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes she'll go around passing out pamphlets to see if, people are struggling with addiction.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
that's good.
But she's also one of the
But
people in there doing it.
she
Yeah.
knows what she speaks.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. You learn something about your coworkers every day.
Mm-hmm.
Jace Brown's grandmother. Addicted to
Degenerate
gambling.
gambler.
All right. It is time to play What You Talking About. We need 3 contestants. 865-966-3435 is your number. We're looking for 3 players to play our game. 865-966-3435. Dial now, and we will see who qualifies for Champions League play coming up after the break. It's The Drive on Fan Run Radio. Back with more right after this.
The Drive. 105.7 FM, 1340 AM. Online at fanrunradio.com and streaming on the free Fan Run Radio app. This is Fan Run Radio. Knoxville.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. In football and life, you need a solid defense to protect what matters most. That's where Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee comes in. Score peace of mind with Farm Bureau Insurance, the official insurance of the Vols. They're your line of defense. FBITN.com.
This is Baseball VFL Cody Brown. Farm Bureau Insurance is the official insurance of the Tennessee Vols. I'm here to be that line of defense for all your insurance needs. Give me a call at 865-992-3871 and go Vols.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Are you looking for a treat that will knock it out of the park at the next watch party? Just like your favorite baseball team, Crumble brings the best lineup week to week with an expanded roster that includes key lime pie, strawberry cake, or my personal favorite, Monster featuring M&M candies. Let Crumble treat you to the best cookies in the game. Download the Crumble app and start earning rewards. You can even vote monthly on what flavors you would like to see at any store of your choice. Warmer weather is here, so get to the ballpark, but don't miss the cookies.
Good afternoon. There's still some volume trying to get through downtown Knoxville, 40 West at 17th Street, watching it build across that Holston River Bridge. That's picked up quite a bit, actually, out through East Knox County on I-40 into Sevier County. Still dodging some showers out here in parts of East Tennessee. Be careful. Hey, turn your gold and silver coins into cash at Fountain City Jewelers, located in the heart of Fountain City. They're right there next to Litton's. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Fan Run Radio. It is a rainy Thursday afternoon in East Tennessee, the final day of July.
Flew by.
Summer rapidly coming to a close. We will play American tackle football next month, at least in the high school level. You have some week 0 games. You got some NFL football tonight, preseason game between the Lions and the – who are they playing, Jace?
The Chargers.
And a boy. We got any Vols on the Chargers? Is Josh Palmer still – he signed a free agent deal. That's right.
That might be a good spot for him.
Yeah.
Any Vols on the Chargers?
Not off the top of my head.
Surely we got somebody. I like that. We're starting to get those numbers up, man. Back when I was your age, Jace, and we were coming out of the decade of domination, there were Vols all over the NFL.
Oh,
You
yeah.
watch any game, and it was like us, Miami, Florida State always had the most players. in the NFL, and then that just like fell apart over the last 20 years. But we're kind of getting those numbers are getting back up.
Yeah, we do have a Vol in at least the training camp roster. Tight end McCallan Castles.
Hey, Colin McCastles.
Yeah,
McCallum McCastles.
I wish we had him for another season. I thought he was really
he was
good.
fun. Yeah.
Hendon Hooker starting tonight for the Detroit Lions. That's worth tuning in to wish Hendo Sanko well. All right, well, we are going to wish Brett, Jay, and Chase well. They are today's contestants for What You Talking About, who will join Rando and Jordan in What You Talking About Champions League. We find out now.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
What you talking about? 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 What you talking about?
R.I.P. Gary Coleman. Brett is up first today. Now, Brett, you played yesterday, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you are our first return performer of the season. You really want in.
Yeah. I got a 9 yesterday, so
You did.
If I do 9 or less, then I'm just going to get back in the lab and try next year.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Well, you got a chance to start off on the right foot and put a high number up there and put some pressure on Jay and Chase. So are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. A home run slugger for the Cardinals in the 90s.
Pujols, Albert Pujols.
No, used steroids with Sosa.
Mark McGuire.
Yes, this is a horse race at Churchill Downs.
Kentucky Derby.
Yes, this is the school in Idaho that plays on the blue turf.
Boise State.
Yes, this is a superhero movie with Thor and the Hulk, bunch of them.
Pass.
All right, this is Cincinnati nickname, the college.
Bearcat.
Yes, this is a sports drink that was popularized down in Gainesville.
Gatorade.
Yes, this is a diva receiver. That's my quarterback, man. Played for the Eagles.
Terrell Owens.
Yes, this
Terrell
was Harrison Ford's character in Star Wars.
Pass.
This is what you get to shoot in basketball when there's a foul.
Free throw.
Yes, this is the Sooners state.
Oklahoma.
This is a point guard just signed for the Clippers again, played at Wake Forest.
Chris Paul.
Got it. It wasn't always pretty. I feel like we were both struggling there, but we kept fighting. I think we came up with a decent number. What did we get?
9.
What?
9.
Damn it.
What?
Yeah. Passed him.
That felt like 12 to me.
He passed on at least 2, if not 3.
Brett, I'm sorry, my man. Well, and we took forever to get going with McGuire. Like it's and I should have given you a better clue. What did you pass? You passed on the Avengers?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Han Solo? Was that it?
I feel like you passed on something else.
And we just took some time. You got Kentucky Derby, Boise State.
Yeah, I think I passed 2.
Yeah, it took a minute. All right, man. Well, stranger things have happened, Brett, so hang right there, and we'll see how your competitors do today. Give me a minute here to hack up along. Telling you, man. All the stuff in the air.
Yeah. There is something on Gleason Road that lights me up every time I drive down it. It's weird.
Maybe you should find a different path. Let's bring in Jay, our next contestant. Hello, Jay.
Hey, you got me?
Hey, we got you loud and clear, brother. All right, here's the deal. Struggling out of the gates a little bit there with Brett. 9 would put you in a tie with him. 10 or more would put you ahead.
Okay.
All right, here we go. This is a buddy comedy with Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson.
Pass.
This is the owner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Gary Jones.
This is what happens in football. You don't make a first down. You have to kick it to the other team.
Punt.
Yes, this is a home run slugger for the Giants, used steroids.
Barry Bonds.
Yes, this is a virtual game that you play where you pick players in the NFL games and you use their stats?
Fantasy?
Yes. This is the line that goes around the middle of the planet. It's hot there.
Equator.
Yes. This is a holiday in October where kids dress up.
Halloween.
Yes. This is the Golden Bear of golf.
App.
This is the Big Ten school in Chicago.
Northwestern.
Yes. This is Ringling Brothers. It's a 3-ring.
App.
All right. This is the Vern Lundquist's network. They used to have SEC football.
CBS.
Yes, this is she's going out with Liam Neeson now, the Baywatch star. This is the running back for the Ravens.
Derrick Henry.
We didn't get that one in. And I can't give you Pamela Anderson because you passed.
8.
Brett Lives. Wow, Jay, I'm sorry, my man. You passed on a couple of these. And fantasy football was hard. Like I had no idea. I kept almost saying football. What did we? Oh, we passed on Wedding Crashers, the first one. We passed on Jack Nicklaus.
Yep.
And we passed on what? Pamela Anderson.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, and then he got it.
Sorry, Jay. This is a tough. We got the clues are getting harder today as we go along. I apologize, man. That's been tough. All right. Brett is in the lead. Jay is out. Let's bring in Chase up next. Remember, when you say pass, it's over. You can't go back. So you might want to give it a second if you feel like it's on the tip of your tongue. Chase, are you there?
I am.
All right, man. Yeah, I mean, you've got an opportunity here. We do not have high scores. 10 would win it for you. 9 would force a playoff with Brett. How are we feeling?
I feel like it's doable.
It's doable.
I'm ready to go.
Okay. I like it. Here we go. This is where the Japanese bombed us, World War II.
Pearl Harbor.
Yes, this is where the relief pitchers wait in a baseball game.
Bullpen.
Yes, this is a former quarterback for the Packers and the Jets, had a weenie pick.
Brett Favre.
Yes, this is a basketball-only league that St. John's and Villanova play in.
The Big East.
Yes, this is a cowboy movie with Wyatt Earp and I'm your Huckleberry.
Tombstone.
Yes, this is the head coach of the UConn women's team.
Gino Auriemma.
Yes, this is a 90s running back for the Detroit Lions, won a Heisman at Okie
Barry
State.
Sanders.
Yep, this is the former TV show on Fox with Simon Cowell.
American Idol.
Yes, this is a great Celtics player, played at Indiana State.
Larry Bird.
Yes, this is a Memorial Day race at the Brickyard.
Indianapolis 500.
Yes, this is Seattle's baseball team.
Mariners.
This is a movie star. He was in Fight Club and Ocean's 11.
Edward Norton.
No.
Brad Pitt.
Yes, this is Florida's football nickname. Field.
The Gators.
No, I'm sorry. I screwed that up.
Swamp.
The Swamp was right.
Still got 12.
Got 12.
It's a good effort, Chase. Way to go, my man.
Chase was like
Thank
really
you.
calm and just sort of methodically going through these things. Like he's not getting nervous. He's just taking his time, listening. And sometimes I feel like that's something like people get worked up. And Chase was calm, cool, and collected. You know, I think you're gonna require a little bit more in Champions League to win, Chase, but I think we can get there. But you just sort of knew what you had to do today, and you just grinded through it and got it done.
Survive and advance.
That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game right there. And you didn't pass on any of those, did you?
I thought he passed
I don't
on.
believe so.
Well, it took us forever to get American Idol because I didn't know what the hell to say.
Yeah, but
I'm surprised
he
I
took his
remember.
time.
I remembered
and it
Simon
was worth
Cowell.
it. I think the pass can sometimes get you. It'll get you out of your rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
But he stuck with it, and then it finally came to him. And then he started ripping.
I mean, he had some hard ones. He had some easy, like Big East was hard. Bullpen, kind of hard. Not really.
No,
I thought
he
you gave
got-
a good clue.
Yeah, I thought he got that one pretty quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chase, well done, my friend. Well done. How does it feel?
It feels good. I'm happy to play another day.
There you go. Hang right there. You win 8 wings from our friends at Buckethead Tavern on Ray Mears Boulevard in West Knoxville. Some of the best wings in town. And we're going to get those to you. We're going to get your phone number so that we can schedule you for Champions League coming up here in a couple of weeks. Congratulations, Chase. Getting it done today on What You Talking About. Yeah, I feel like the intensity, the difficulty has definitely gone up from the first couple of days.
I feel like, did you go through and refurbish your answers you're looking for this year?
What do you mean?
They seem tougher this year. Some of them.
It's a game. They're jumbled up. It's the same thing every year.
But yeah, I mean, these were a lot tougher than those softballs you were throwing at Baskerville and McClure. Those two guys that are beating their chests.
I feel like Jay is really going to be kicking himself because he came in with the pass strategy, which is not a bad strategy. It's like if you don't know it,
like
just
once.
But I felt like, I don't know, maybe he's just not a movie guy. Like I felt like Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson, like you immediately think Wedding Crashers, right?
I don't know. I might have a hard time. I probably would have passed on that one, believe it or not.
Like I don't think he didn't really think about it at all. He was just like, oh, this is a movie. I'm out.
Yeah.
And that was a smash hit. I guess it's pretty old now.
I would usually do that with like any NBA question back in the day.
He passed on Jack Nicklaus as well.
Yeah, that was
I said the Golden Bear of golf. I mean, that's.
I mean, if you're a sports fan, you should.
Yeah.
Even if you're a casual, he's a Golden Bear.
And then he passed on Pamela Anderson, which maybe I should have just led with Baywatch, but I was thinking about Liam Neeson because we talked about that story yesterday.
Yeah.
They're dating.
Tommy Lee's ex-wife. She's on Baywatch.
But he had the pass strategy, and if he had
just passed for too many.
Yeah. I mean, there are different ways to play this game. Some guys go up there looking to hit home runs every pitch. Some guys are trying to poke singles through the opposite field. And there's no right or wrong way to go about it. But today, Chase had the right approach. Congratulations to Chase. We'll play again tomorrow. If you didn't get through, tune in, same time. And we'll have another opportunity for you to win the fabulous gifts and or prizes right here on Fan Run Radio. Setting up a big finish to the show. Teachers go back to school today. Kids go back next week. The summer is rapidly winding down, my friends. We have a coworker here who has recently left the schools. I asked her today, I was like, do you miss the first in-service day of school? And she cackled maniacally. No, she does not.
You get your office back?
Little peace and quiet at Stately Smith Manor. My productivity is about to surge. Big time. Bigly, as they say. All right, let's set up a big final segment here. See if we can nail the dismount. If you want to jump on, hit us up at 865-966-3435. We'll recap the second day of Tennessee football practice for you if you're just getting off work today. 966-3435. Call or text the show back to wrap things up right after this.
The Drive. Follow us on Twitter or X or whatever the they're calling it these days at Fox Sports Knox. Fox Sports Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Are you ready to show off that confident, radiant smile you've always dreamed of? Well, here at Knoxville Smiles, we're ready to turn your dream into a reality. At Knoxville Smiles, we're more than just a dental practice. We're your partners in achieving optimum oral health. From routine cleanings and checkups to advanced cosmetics and restorative procedures, we offer a wide range of services in an environment that makes every visit a positive and comfortable experience. At Knoxville Smiles, it's about more than just treatments. We're focused on creating a welcoming environment where you feel like family. Our state-of-the-art facilities are designed with your comfort in mind, and our friendly staff is always ready to address your questions and concerns. Don't wait any longer to achieve a beautiful smile you deserve. Schedule your appointment at Knoxville Smiles today and take that first step towards a healthier, happier you. Call us at 865-539-1776 to book your appointment today, or just visit our website at knoxvillesmiles.com.
Look out, East Tennessee. It's The Chase, right here on Fan Run Radio and Fox Sports Knoxville. Join me, Tennessee sports renaissance man Chase Thomas, and the biggest rising stars in Tennessee sports media like Ryan Shumpert, Ethan Stone, Brian Sylvia, Caleb Jarreau, William Pattison, and so many more folks every weekday from 1 to 3 p.m. on WKGN's newest show, where we talk all things Tennessee Vols and always take your calls.
Good afternoon. A couple of wrecks still getting some attention out here. Heavy traffic in West Knoxville, 40 east and west over the top of West Hills. Building pretty good now on that Solway Bridge. Trying to get out of Oak Ridge. It's been sluggish on and off 40 east up the hill here at Watt Road. Fostering Hope 2025 Gala coming up this Saturday at the Bridgewater Event Center in Knoxville. Check out their website, fosteringhope.tn.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Wrapping up Thursday afternoon edition of the show. Get you ready for the slate headed your way next on many of these fan-run affiliates. July has come and July is gone. We turn the page to August, and the countdown begins in earnest to football season. Exciting time of year. What you talking about? Getting very competitive. A couple of competitive games have not gone to overtime yet. I'm sure that probably happens tomorrow now that I brought that up.
Why did you do that? You jinxed us.
Why is it a jinx? Like, isn't it kind of awesome when it goes to overtime?
I don't know, man. It gets stressful.
You're not doing anything. You're just sitting there.
You got to sit here and count.
Think about how I feel.
Anxiety. I don't know. You're a control freak. You won't let anybody else do it.
I mean, do you want to do it? What do you want to do? What in an ideal world is your?
I don't know. I've never been able to figure out. I'd want to try it like just obviously off air. Like, I'm curious to see how hard it is to do what you do.
Oh, it's difficult.
I imagine.
I mean, I think you could do it, but it's just like one little screw up, and all of a sudden, like you don't like.
You have no idea.
You got to roll with. You got to be able to
your-
roll with the punches a
yeah.
little bit here. You got to be able to persevere, not get hung up on the little things.
Sure.
I mean, I would love to see you try it.
Yeah.
I would love to see you deal with the criticism I deal with for my performance on this pretty much every time.
It's not like you do deal with it really well.
I mean, I try to accept it when it's valid. When I screw up, I try to get better. I accept the responsibility. I kind of want to see him do this now just so I can pick at him.
Nah.
I mean, Jace, you know that would be a bear meltdown of epic proportions.
Oh, yeah. Especially like you said, the one slip up and then
like if you screw an actual player out of it, like you would be devastated. Like you would be inconsolable.
I may or may not have cost a local high school girls basketball team a shot at state when I was a basketball referee. Never lost a second sleep, my friend. It was a totally phantom call. Botched it.
It's critical.
Tennessee goes through their second practice today. Nothing huge coming out of it. Boo Carter still looking for his helmet. still looking to find his way back into the good graces of the Leadership Council and Josh Heupel. Joey Aguilar strikes back, a very efficient day throwing during the media-observed portion of practice. Ryan Shumpert said he went, what did he say, 17 of 18?
Yes.
So very accurate day for Aguilar. And then still no sighting of Chris Brazel, which is not pushing the panic button yet, but we've gone from a head scratch to a chin scratch. And if we don't see him back this weekend, we will begin to raise an eyebrow.
Have they said what he's dealing with?
No, Shump just said it was an injury. They don't know. They haven't said. The big news today, if you're just joining us, Tennessee gets a big-time commitment from Salisi Moa out of Utah. He is a 6'2", 190-pound athlete, one of the top 50 players in the country, according to all the major recruiting websites. So Tennessee beats out Utah for him. A little bit unexpected, kind of come out of nowhere, and it has put Tennessee into the top 10 on 247's team recruiting rankings. And now we kind of wait. We got Hyder coming up on the 19th, so 20 days, about 3 weeks. Savion Hyder, the 5-star running back, number 1 running back in the country, will choose between us and Michigan. You think he's chosen, really, or do you think he's like,
I've heard he's chosen. He's just wanting
sleeping on
waiting
it
for school to come back in so he can do his big.
I kind of think we get him. Like I feel better about Hyder and Tristan Keys than I did about Moa.
Yeah, when's Tristan Keys again?
I mean, he's committed to LSU. Like he doesn't have a date set. Like, but
I think we're gonna flip him.
Yeah, I mean that seems to be the.
We really need a good start to this season. Boy, if we beat Georgia, we're at 3-0.
Well, I mean, you add a 4-star today, and you jump up to number 9 from I believe 11 or 12. So, like, how high would you go if you added 2 more 5-stars?
I don't know.
I mean, from what I saw in the composite rankings, it says we have 2 5-stars by the composite, and then the number 8 team right above us is Oregon. They've got 4 5-stars committed. So
what really sucks is they took one off our guy Faison Brandon.
Well, 247 didn't. That was on 3/Rivals.
Yeah,
247 still has him the number 1 overall player in the country.
Somebody had the kid today as a 5-star.
Not according to what I was looking at earlier.
Let me look up the tweet. I think it was from the Fan Run account.
Yeah, I mean, so if Oregon has 4 or 5-stars committed and they're number 8, maybe it's not the huge leap that we think it would be.
Yeah, I think I also saw they have like 7 fewer commits than us right now. Like they've got the 4 5-stars, like 11 4-stars and 2 3-stars, where we've got like 10 3-stars or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, look, you just continue to look at that blue chip ratio, right? And you want more 4 and 5-stars in your class than 3-stars. And I think Tennessee is, I think we're up to 14 now, 4 and 5-stars, and maybe like 8 3-stars.
Yeah.
And then we're about to add potentially, let's not jinx it. We don't tempt the wrath of the whatever high atop the thing, but Tristan Keys and Savion Hyder would be right up there with Faison Brandon as the 2 highest ranked players in our class.
I mean, there's a lot of people calling him a 5-star.
The 247 composite has him as a 5-star, which is weird because
all the Vol-centric websites and reporters are going off.
It's weird because ESPN has him as a 4-star, 247 has him as a 4-star, and then Rivals has him as a 4-star. So how could the composite?
I'm just telling you what I'm seeing online.
I wonder if there's just like a difference among some of those guys that are in that like top 50, top 100 to where like his average, like
is
maybe
higher.
around the 40 is just bumped his numbers up to where some of them are just not ranking as highly across the board.
Yeah, it's weird because On Three's gone away, right? I mean, On Three bought Rivals.
Yes.
And then decided that On Three is just going to be the news element of what they do. And then they're going to keep the Rivals brand, and that becomes the recruiting element of what they do, which is a little bit confusing because there was a time like 20 years ago when Rivals was it.
Yeah.
It was Rivals and Scout, and Rivals was thought to be like the gold standard when it came to recruiting rankings and all that stuff. And then when 247 came in, like they slowly chipped away at that and passed Rivals up to the point where it wasn't close. Like 247 had become the gold standard. And then On Three came in like 5 years ago, and they slowly started building to where, like, I don't know in terms of, to each their own, but I don't know that they had passed 247 overall in terms of like prestige and like what the audience thought was the best recruiting service, but they were certainly like neck and neck with 247, and Rivals had just become irrelevant. And now On Three buys Rivals and is bringing them back. So it's like, does Rivals gain in that popularity? One thing I know is like the ESPN, like if I'm On Three / Rivals and 247, I don't even know that I include the ESPN rankings in what I'm doing, because like nobody looks at that, right?
I haven't.
The only time we ever looked at ESPN was that year that Trey Smith, they had him rated as like the #1 overall player and a 5-star.
Oh, we were big ESPN
and everybody
fans
else
that
had
year.
them as a 4-star. But
which has been proven out. He was a 5-star.
yeah, he was. But I mean, nobody takes ESPN seriously when it comes to the recruiting rankings.
No. But I don't know why we take any of the others any more seriously. Remember back when they were like, if you camped, like if these kids went to the camps that were ran by like Rivals or, the Rivals camp.
Yeah, you get a star bump.
Yeah, I mean, it's like pay for play, payola.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's gotten better than, some of these services use, actual coaches and stuff. And like we've talked about, like the correlation between recruiting rankings and draft picks has increased drastically just in the last 10 years or so. So they are getting better at identifying elite talent in there, but it's still hit or miss sometimes. Tony Voltello on Twitter says the 999 challenge needs to be completed on pace. 1 dog and beverage per inning. Let the stomach get settled and power through. I agree.
The
I don't think you should be able to front load it.
Aren't an issue. I think it's going to be the hot dogs.
I don't think either of it is an issue for Cody. I know he can do it, but I don't think. Do you think you should just be able to just do it and you're done in the 3rd or 4th inning and then it's done?
I think there's a lot better chance of him either puking or offending someone drunkenly.
I think if you can do it as quick as possible, more power to you.
9 beers. How long does it take to play? 3 innings average. What? Is it gonna be like an hour?
Yeah, I don't know. One final note here before we get done. Mike Wilson of the News Sentinel reports he was at the basketball practice today. Tennessee worked on a 1-3-1 zone late in its practice today, which is news in and of itself. But then Wilson adds 1-3-1 zone with Nate Ament at the top of the zone. That would be a crazy defensive look, Wilson writes, to throw at opponents with Ament's 6'9" frame leading the look.
That could present problems for sure.
Usually 1-3-1, you think of like Indiana Bob Knight and a little 6'2" point guard up top, and now you've got a dude with 7-foot+ wingspan out there. I'm for it. I'm always for a good zone look every now and then. Not as your main offense or defense, but just a little change of pace every now and then. I'm for it. It's also interesting because Barnes was saying that Ament wasn't practicing, but evidently he was.
Yeah.
Just before or after everybody left, or the reporters left?
Well, it was obviously before because Mike Wilson is reporting on it.
Shump didn't say anything about it.
All right. Thank you, Jace. Thank you, Bear. We now leave you in the more than capable hands of William Pattison. The slate headed your way next on many of these Fan Run affiliates. We'll be back to do it again tomorrow right here on Fan Run Radio.